What's going on? What's going on, y'all? It is your boy, Skywalker the Jedi, back at y'all with another one. I want to thank y'all because y'all could be anywhere else in the world right now, but you're here with me rocking out, and I appreciate you. Much love to Seal Nation, Cool Table family, MikeyVerse, all that stuff. You guys are amazing. We about to get to it. We're gonna have a good time. All y'all that's in the live chat and everybody that's gonna be catching the replay. Shouts out to all you guys. Got much love for each and every one of you. We got Charles Austin in the building, Castello's Way, Dennis Medina, DC Talk, Music City Soul, Chris Brown, Sin Havoc, saying it's sell or nothing. What part didn't they understand, bruh? We've been trying to tell him send havoc for over a year, bro. Like I don't understand how many. Like no, I'm not getting how many more times we're gonna have these conversations, bro. I don't get it, right? Sorry if y'all hear something in the background. Rebel Moon is streaming on Netflix right now. So, matter of fact, if you're watching this stream, make sure that you stream in Rebel Moon. We got to keep them numbers up there. We're going to get to it. I wasn't even planning on streaming till tomorrow, y'all. I was just going to give y'all 2 streams tomorrow. I was going to double it up, right? But now I had to come back early. I had to push the plans up a little bit, right? But we're going to get to it, though. But I thought they'd have got it through their heads. It's in havoc. I guess not. What's going on, South Cali guy? How you doing? Thanks for being in the building, bro. We got the Creed in the building. Sickness, what's up, fam? Right? The Creed said, "Did y'all see how the McFarlane BBS Batflex figure sold out in minutes this morning?" It's still making bread, bro. Right? And I was gonna cover that tomorrow, right? Because we got a lot of Rebel Moon stuff to talk, right? Because man, it's like that ad for the liquid death drink, the sparkling water, right? It's all kind of stuff that we got to talk about. So we're gonna get to that tomorrow, but we gotta address this first, right? Absolutely, BVS is a phenomenon. We got Rock Talks in the building. What's going on, Rock Talks? Right? Yeah, the Bishop is in the building. What's going on, Bishop? Right? Yeah, that is the best intro. I think so. I think it's the best intro. For sure. Right? Oh my God. We got Mr. J out here gifting 5 memberships. Man, I just did, I did my first members update video yesterday. I had to tap in with the people because I've been away for a little bit, and we're gonna talk about that briefly here. But yeah, I had to let the members know what was up. So if you are a member, if you win one of these, shouts out to all of you guys. I'm gonna do my best to keep you guys, entertained, and also be giving y'all a bit more of that behind the scenes stuff, other topics outside of Sale and DC and Zack Snyder and all that, as well as there's some other perks, like if I do another OG talk or a sit down with Skywalker, you guys will get that early at a certain level. So shouts out to all y'all that have been supporting, and to everybody that's gonna be getting these memberships that just got gifted out by the homie Mr. J. Much love, bro. Right? We got Josh Herrera saying is Super Sky rejuvenated in the great warmth of the universe. Man, I'm feeling a little bit better. Honestly, yo, I had some chicken noodle soup. I hadn't eaten anything since Wednesday morning, bro. Like, and I just ate that soup like an hour ago. So I'm feeling a little bit better now, but I hadn't eaten anything since Wednesday morning. Like, I'm gonna just keep it a buck. I've been out of it, y'all. I promise. I promise, right? Yep. We're on that Power Rangers tomorrow, right? For cartoons and cereal. We're gonna have a great time. I'm gonna shoot that link out to a bunch of people because I want as many of y'all to be able to participate in this as possible. Because we all grew up on Power Rangers. I mean, I know I did, and all the homies did. So we're gonna get to it. Much love, all you guys. Right? Yeah. We got the homie Mark in the building, dabbing on him. What's going on, Mark? Right? Yo, Tyler Shaw is a member. What's going on? He said, let's fucking go. Hey, yeah. The Creed got one too. Hey, shouts out to all y'all. Yep. That was Mr. J. He said, you're sounding better. Yeah, yeah. Yesterday, man, it took so much to even get that members video out. That was crazy. But yeah, I definitely feel a little bit better now that I got that chicken soup in me. So shout out to Future Tron, all y'all guys, right? Chicken noodle soup with a soda on the side. That's literally what happened. Like, yo, because honestly, my mom called me earlier, and because I hadn't talked to her the whole time, and she was like, yo, like, why do you sound like that? And I was like, yo, I'm like super sick. She was like, what? And she was like, yo, what's going on? And I was telling her about everything that was going on. And she was like, have you eaten anything? Like, when's the last time that you ate? And I was like, Wednesday morning. She was like, what? She's like, yo, I'm sending some soup over there right now. So mom's literally sent some chicken noodle soup and a Sprite. Right? Yeah, for sure, for sure. Right. We got Osa Fresh in the building. What's going on, bro? Right. Much love, all y'all. Yeah. Right. She said, I feel guilty for Tuesday. Hey, no. Don't feel guilty. I was happy to stop by. It's always a pleasure. Right. Right. We got money train in the building. But yeah, let's get through this rigmarole so we can get this stream started. I'm super excited to have this conversation. And we're gonna see how long it goes, and we'll see if we can get some guests to stop through as well. But this should be a fun conversation. If you didn't know, now you know. We're on the road to 2K. Make sure that you guys are liking the content, sharing it out, and subscribing, all that good stuff. And we over here working real hard for you guys to make sure that we can keep increasing the bandwidth of this Zack Snyder sale movement and these two hashtags that we've been pushing this whole time. You guys have been doing a wonderful job of supporting so far. So we just want to make sure that everybody that has been doing so and everybody that will be rocking out in the future know what's up. So much love to all you guys. And yeah, we here and we get into it. These two hashtags is why we here tonight. Hashtag sales ZSJL to Netflix, hashtag sales SnyderVerse to Netflix. Really, really the only ones that's been pushing this line forward, Joe. Like, man, it's been crazy, y'all. Cause like when Henry Cavill was kind of fired as Superman, right? I remember the state of the fandom, right? And looking at where we are now seems to be completely night and day. And I wholeheartedly believe that this campaign is why that is, right? And we're gonna discuss that because I think that there's been some things going on lately that I found a bit kind of or that have set off a few red flags for me. So it's just giving a lot of red flag energy. So we got to discuss that. You know what I'm saying? Let me turn this down a little bit. But if you are going to rock out with the hashtags, we ask that you guys follow the rules of engagement, which are number one, be positive as we are engaging with the current home of Zack Snyder. Netflix has been showing Zack mad love on Rebel Moon. And man, like every time I turn around, it's some other ad or some other way that they're showing love to Zack and his fan base and engaging with Netflix and just being a fan over on this side of things has been such a different experience than campaigning, to and for like Warner Brothers, Warner Media, and then Warner Brothers Discovery through three different name changes and multiple regimes, right? It's been such a different experience over here on this Netflix side, and we just want to make sure that we're going to continue to, show them love as they've been showing love to us, and not try to carry on old conversations. So we also ask that you guys sub to ZSJL to Netflix on YouTube, and also that you guys are following ZSJL to Netflix on Twitter. If you want to sponsor a stream, when you guys give super chats, they are tallied up, and whoever donates the most will sponsor a following stream, and you will have your name scroll down at the bottom, like the homie Tyler Shaw does tonight, or there's a sponsorship level within the memberships where you can actually get your logo up here for multiple streams per month. So shouts out to you guys. I just want to make sure that, you know, the people that are supporting this platform, I want to make sure that I'm giving back to you guys in, you know, kind of creative ways. So much love to you guys and everybody that's been rocking out. It's been amazing. I appreciate all the support and you guys are amazing. So much love to all y'all. Let's get caught up with the chat and then we're going to start getting to it. Right. Rock Toss says, Sky, got a fat one rolled up for you. We'll make, hey, what's going on, money? Y'all crazy, man. Said, bless my Sky. Hey, nah, that was dope. That was dope. That was so clutch. She looked out in a major way, and I could tell because I talked to her after I ate, and she was stating how, like, because I sounded so bad this morning, she couldn't even really focus. And man, so I probably sounded better this morning than I did yesterday, which means I really probably sounded bad yesterday, man. But look, shouts out to y'all, and I'm just glad to be here, rocking out, and y'all have no idea, yo. Like we go through so much, you know. We have put ourselves through so much turmoil, and you know, man, and it's a great place to be in this time, right, where we've gotten so much progress with this sale movement, and we've gotten love from Scott Stuber, gotten love from Zack Snyder, right, and so while I, you know, have been dealing with some things at the same time, it is great being in this position, and I wouldn't trade it for anything else in the world. Right, yeah, right. Much love Castello's way. Let it rain and clear it out. Hey, what they know about that? Right. We got the homie Mark with the $2 super chat saying, I saw that tweet earlier. What you know? Hey, look. See, and that's the thing, yo. That tweet that went out, that was really for the members. I'm gonna keep it a buck, Mark. That was for the members because I made a reference to BBS because I was like, yo, I feel like I'm Superman and I got hit with the nuke and I'm super skinny, right? And so that was like a reference to what I said in that members video, and I was like almost there because I was almost back because I didn't plan on streaming today. I really did not plan on streaming today, but a few things were brought to me and I didn't like the response that I was getting from this side of the community because that's all I'm really worried about, y'all. All I care about is you guys, right? All I care about is you guys. So it's never a situation where I'm gonna be caring about like whoever is not really rocking with us. You know, I'm never gonna be worried about them. It's always gonna be like y'all that are at the forefront of my mind and everything that we do. So it's really dope when I'm able to kind of have these conversations with you guys and just be here and be present, right? So that's what that was about. But no, look, we gonna get to it because I got a lot to say. I got a lot to cover, and I think that by the end of this stream, y'all gonna know that you know just where we are when it comes to the SnyderVerse being continued and all that. So much love. Thanks for the super chat, bro. We about to get to it. Let me hit you with this drop real quick.
Good stuff.
Real quick, Zack.
Shout out.
Last question is, I want to ask you not about the legalities or like the probabilities or anything like that, but can you just speak to the resolve of your fan base that now that we're trying to get this thing sold to a third party?
The fan base has consistently been amazing and consistently, look, regardless of what I think, the fan base has their own ideas and they seem to win.
Right. Hey, much love, much love. Dennis says, you guys gave me hope, not only for the SnyderVerse, but for the entire superhero genre. Thanks. Look, shouts out to you, Dennis. That's really where this whole idea came from, honestly. Like, I was looking at the timeline and, I saw how distraught everybody was, and myself too, right? I was going through my own personal grief and grieving stages with the whole Henry Cavill being fired thing, right? I mean, I was right there with each and every one of you guys, and this whole thing was just about giving some hope to the people that was rocking out with Seal Nation and the Cool Table family and the Mikeyverse, right? That's all that this was about. It was about, let me try to give you guys something that we could all try to push for. And it ended up going viral the next day. And I was like, oh, well, this is just what we're doing now. So, yeah, it's been a process. And we ain't selling no false hope over here, Dennis. That's definitely not what we doing. Sometimes even superheroes need champions for show. Nah, Moms was definitely clutch this morning. Right. Money Train said Osa took it back when he said with the letter A for sure. Y'all already know I ain't been on that for a while. There's so much to do, so little time, for sure. Right. Yeah. Said all this Justice League 2 from an account, and then people saying a lot of good stuff behind the scenes. Makes me good inside. Look, we cooking. We've been saying the same. Look, I've been very on brand this whole time. Right? Obviously, we took our lumps as a fandom when we got the Cavill news, but I ain't switched up. I ain't said nothing different this entire time, right? Y'all can check my background. That shit's solid. I can't speak for everybody else. I don't know about everybody else's background, about this Zack Snyder stuff, but I ain't never switched up. Never. Go back and check my old Twitter. I_am_Skywalker. Right? That I got locked out of back in the day. Check it out. See if I was anti-Snyder back then. Right? That was in like 2016. You know what I'm saying? All that. Check it out. Check it out. Right? Bishop. Man, much love, Bishop. Right? Hold up. Josh said that's facts about the superhero genre, because other than Daredevil and Kingpin, Echo isn't it in my opinion. Hey, I feel it. Right? And I ain't even watched Echo yet. Ain't even watched it. All right. Yo, I'm feeling better, G-Rob. Thanks for asking, man. All right. Check my resume, Jack. Yeah, for sure, man. Check it. Right. But let's tap in with the new guys real quick, and then we'll be back with the start of the stream, or the start of the topics, rather.
Steppenwolf, have you begun the conquest? Yeah. So that's literally what my first topic was going to be,
because I was gonna let y'all know that uh I I know I've been uncharacteristically kind of absent like this whole last week, but um yeah, I had been dealing with some health stuff as I kind of let the members in on yesterday, and you know, feeling a little bit better now, but yeah, I just been dealing with that, and but honestly, at first, obviously, while I was bummed out about it, you know, I I didn't realize what this kind of time did afford me the opportunity for, because I've been doing a lot of thinking these last few days. I was in bad shape, y'all. Like, you know, I think I had ate something on Monday, and then I didn't eat on Tuesday, and then I tried to eat like Wednesday morning, and then couldn't hold that down. And then I just ate again like an hour ago, and it was just it was really a whole lot. So but I did have a lot of time. Obviously, when I wasn't in the bathroom or whatever, or blowing my nose or coughing up a lung, it did give me an opportunity to reflect on a lot of things. And I feel like this past week I've learned so much. I've learned so much this last week. And I think that you guys are going to be seeing a little bit of a different me going forward, right? But I'm very excited about it because I feel that, especially now with me having a better understanding of not only uh my and our place in this entire thing, but also just knowing a lot of the history about these things that go on, and you just see the same patterns. You see the same patterns uh all the time. And whenever you have an opportunity to really like go deep, right, or you're trying to really reflect on things and do a lot of deep thought on these topics, it, it's always dope when you are afforded that opportunity. So I'm feeling like that's the silver lining that I'm gonna take. Sorry for me to talk, y'all. But yeah, he said Sky got that Winter Soldier serum. Oh, for sure, man. Once a soldier, always a soldier, right? They ain't got it shooting me up with it because I already had it, bro. You did, you know? Yeah. Said the Jedi. I don't know why I'm having issues for the super chat. Yo, just put whatever you do is gonna put in that next one, and I'll read it out for sure. Said TJ said Sky, you saying you turning heel, aka road. Hey, nah, definitely not heel, but I'm definitely gonna be a lot more blunt and upfront about things because if I don't do it, who else is? Right? If we don't do it, who will? And the answer is nobody. That's been shown. That's been shown. Yes, a storm is coming, and they don't know. Say you got it or you don't. Big fact. So yeah, but I'm definitely gonna be back starting tomorrow. Or it was tomorrow, but that ended up being tonight. So we here, and we also gonna be here tomorrow. We're gonna try to get those two streams. Y'all will most definitely get them by the end of the weekend, but I'm gonna try to just double up tomorrow because we do gotta talk about all this Rebel Moon goodness, yo. It's been look, when I saw that Liquid Death commercial, that changed I was like, bro, this is dope. Like that was so dope to me, and it was such a neat little surprise, right? So It was super amazing. So we got to make sure that we still keeping that conversation going about Rebel Moon, because that's what's most important right now. You know what I'm saying? Rebel Moon ain't in theaters; it's on streaming right now. So shout out to Mama Bear. Uh, she's in the building with the $2 super chat saying, "Glad you're starting to feel better." Right? Shout out to Mama Bear. Thank you so much. I'm glad to be here rocking out with you guys. And yo, y'all pump me up. So uh let me say thank you with this super chat.
I like
I mean,
Zack a lot as a guy, and he was an incredibly thorough. He did all his own storyboards and stuff, which I think influenced me when I went on to my movies and do the same thing. And I saw how incredibly prepared he was. I thought it was great.
Zack is the blueprint, y'all. Oh man, Zack is the blueprint, right? Bishop says, "Sky, you need more sun. Every Kryptonian needs sun for sure." Yeah. Oh yeah. Look, make sure that y'all keep streaming that Rebel Moon right now. We got to keep running them numbers up. Let's go, Necron. Let's go. We got the Spider-Man in the building. Thank you, DC Talk. Yeah, and definitely Zach Jeans. Yo, that man got them filmmaking jeans, boy, right? Yeah, for sure. We do have the first guest of the evening stopping through, so I'm very humbled to bring this man to this stream, right? Y'all, I've seen him here many times. Y'all be asking for this man, right? Even when I didn't plan to have him on. I remember that last time I came in the stream, the first comment was like, "Yo, you gotta bring him on." I was like, man, I literally went into backstage, like stream hadn't even started yet. First comment, like, "Yo, go get him." I'm like, hey, if the crowd asks, they get what they ask for. But nah, I'm very humbled to bring this dude on stream. This guy has played such a huge part in my growth, not only as like a content creator, but as a person too. And I couldn't thank him enough for rocking out. So we got the homie Dr. Manhattan in the building. What's going on, Dr. Manhattan? How are you feeling, bro?
What's up, bro? How you doing, man?
Man, I'm chilling, bro. Feeling a little bit better than I have been these past few days, but yo, I'm feeling better now that I'm here rocking out with all y'all too, man. You know,
Hell yeah, man.
Kind of give me that energy, right?
Hell yeah, bro. I'm glad to have you back up, man. You sound better than you did yesterday, bro.
Hey, I'm so glad, bro. Thank you for stopping through, though. Real talk.
No problem, man. No problem. How's it going?
Hey, I'm chilling, bro. Really about to get to these topics because I just got a few things that I wanted to go over, and I really thought that you would be one of the perfect people to have this conversation with, because man, like it's just these patterns, man, and especially with me kind of like doing this deep dive that I was telling you about these past few days, you just keep seeing these same patterns, bro. And it's like I gotta speak on it. I didn't even plan on doing this, but yo, it just really had to be done, bro.
Hell yeah, bro. I'm with it. I'm with it. Whatever you with, I'm with, bro.
Right. Real talk. We got the homie Donnie B saying, "How about that Xbox stream, Sky Game Freaking Fire?" Look, I was gonna shoot the video yesterday. I have no energy, but nah, that's coming this weekend because we definitely got to talk about that too. Y'all know I'm all over this stuff. I know that I said that in that members video, so much love. But man, first of all, though, there's been like, because earlier I got approached with a whole lot of people that was, they was really like, hey, man, there's this survey going out and everybody's up in arms and they talking about it and everybody's getting excited. Some people are confused because it's like, yo, like what, like is WB trying to, actually rock out? And yeah, so I'm like, look, I wanted to do a bit of research, right? Because us over at Zack Snyder's Sale Movement, right? I mean, look, as you guys have come to know us, right? Everything, every major thing that has happened, be it like Full Circle, the Rebel Moon red carpet, the Rebel Moon showings, like whatever, right? You're showing up at Stone Quarry, like whatever has happened, like Zack Snyder's Sale Movement has been part of the conversation and has kind of like known about these things, be it like whatever, right? Going back however far do you want to go back, ever since this thing has come into fruition, right? So when I started hearing about this survey and I'm hearing, hey, maybe WB is interested, right? Maybe they are interested in like bringing Zack back and continuing the DCEU, right? Or what have you. And I'm hearing about this survey. I'm like, yo, I gotta see what's up. So um, the homie Leon and I, hopefully he can stop through later and have this same conversation, right? But oh no, we got a whole lot of information about this survey, y'all. Like we got the whole thing, you know what I'm saying? So yo, if anybody like feels like, hey, we bluffing, you hey, pull the card and see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Try to pull that card. Y'all can try to pull that card if you want to, but for right now, let's not, get too crazy with it. But nah, like, we obviously wanted to reach out and see if we could find some kind of connection that had taken part in this survey. And right, I mean, it didn't take long at all. Right? It didn't take long at all, Peely, for us to get this information about what exactly was in this survey. So, there has been surveys that have gone out in the past, right? That have been, quite intriguing, right? Where, and I was even talking about Peely with this earlier, like there was this one survey that had kind of got put out that it looked way too official, and this was way before the cut got announced, right? And it was a survey asking, yo, like, how far are you willing to drive to see this movie? How much are you willing to spend on it? And I literally remember saying, like, yo, I will drive whatever distance. I would spend like $100 to $200, like all this stuff, right? Like I filled it all out. And when I saw that survey, I was like, yo, this seemed kind of official. This seemed like something going on, right? So a dude like me, once I hear about this A-lister survey, that WBB sent out, right? I'm like, yo, I'm on it because I got to see, right? So I went into this looking at the situation like, yo, they might have actually, been trying to see what's up. Man, look, y'all, I'm about to keep it a buck. And Leon will go into more detail if he's able to pull up too. Y'all, if that survey was really on some we about to bring back Zack shit, I would be like more than willing to come out here and share that with y'all. Real talk. I would be happy. I would be happy to come out here and tell y'all that, hey, they might be bringing this back and putting it in IMAX theater and all that. Yo, I would be more than happy to come out here right now and tell y'all that. But unfortunately, that's not the energy that this damn survey was on whatsoever, Peely. Right? So when I see that these things are being like, you know what I'm saying, like put into the zeitgeist, right? It it makes me ponder, like why? Like why are these things being put out? And especially why are they being put out right now? Right?
Mm.
Yo, Scott Stuber already told y'all what the play was. You think he look, they've been negotiating, y'all. Like, how y'all think that the DCEU ended up on Netflix? Right? Like, they've been negotiating. I told y'all that, right? Some people said that they didn't believe me, right? Some people was like, oh yeah, you know, it's crazy. But what did I say? I was like, yo, they want the DCEU on Netflix. They want Zack's movies on Netflix, and they asked about the air cut, right? I said that. I don't like, yo, we've been trying to tell you guys for over a year that, yo, the energy needs to be focused on Netflix, right? We've been telling y'all that. And I'm going to say this. When it comes to all these scoopers, when it comes to everybody that's like these insiders and getting all this information, ain't none of y'all got nothing on Mikey Sutton. That's real, yo. Mikey was worth like 1,000 of y'all, bro. Real talk. So when I start hearing like, hey man, like we need to all start, you know, cozying on up with WBD again, it's like, no, man, stay the course. That survey was talking about the DC brand overall. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yo, and God rest Mikey Sutton's soul, man. It's just so crazy. Cause like he was predicting that all this was gonna happen this whole time. He was like, hey man, like, you know, look for this, look for this, look for this. This is gonna happen, and then this is gonna happen, and then this is gonna happen. Right? And just everything that man gave to us and prepared us for. I'm so grateful. I'm lucky to have had that relationship with that man. 100%. So anytime that I see anything that is trying to like move the people off of what we really need to be doing and where this conversation really need to be focused at, you know, I'm gonna have a problem with it. This dude Scott Stuber really came out here and like, yo, literally said, hey, we want Zack stuff. Zack came out here and said, yo, if Netflix get it, I'm rocking out, right? We got Leon here now, right? Oh Lord, it's about to get really crazy. But no, like, there's been all these breadcrumbs. There's been all these things, right? We have been pushing this line forward. We've been telling y'all that, hey, Netflix is the only option, right? So anything that is trying to take away from that or trying to like blow something out of proportion, because look, Leon, you can speak to this too, bro. Am I tripping? Because you were a little bit closer to the source of information that we got, right? So real quick before I bring Peely in, what do you want to kind of come in and just say, touching on this whole A-lister survey and whether or not you feel that it was really giving credence to Zack coming back to WB to do more DC? Because that was where I was kind of put off with this whole thing, right? Or am I tripping, Leon? Was it asking like, hey guys, do you want to bring Zack back, or you want the DCEU back? I mean, like, what was kind of the vibe of this survey that was put out, sir?
First of all, y'all can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Let me make sure my mic is straight. All right.
Oh, no. You all good, bro. Yep.
All right. Yeah. Hey, shout out to y'all. Shout out to the people. All right. So let me just dig right into it. So, no, as that information and that info and that evidence was presented to me, I'm looking at the information, and I went in with kind of like try to clear my mind of any sort of expectation. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm just gonna see what it is, and if I have to report back that this is, something that WB or WBD is like touting as, hey guys, let's raise the flag of the SnyderVerse and Zack, and we're on board, or even the Ayer cut, right? Something that even that small, right? By comparison, right? A piece of the SnyderVerse. So I went in and I'm like, what am I expecting? I'm looking at this, and it was simply a survey asking the audience about DC as a whole, as a brand, and the various entities within said brand: Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Flash, Green Lantern, Blue Beetle, and various questions involving these brands. One thing in particular that I thought stood out to me a lot, was Marvel. Various questions involving these brands, that specifically those brands that I just named, literally, right? Verbatim, not just me throwing out brands, literally, right? Now, fast forward, the time that when I'm looking at this evidence, when I saw Zack Snyder's name, it was among other directors' names. That portion of the survey was asking the audience, hey, do you dislike, or do you, kind of like these types of directors in these sections? Like, what do you like, what you don't like? So you can click multiple answers. There was a Tim Burton level section, right? They kind of went down the eras. Then you have the Christopher Nolan era, you have Zack Snyder's era, et cetera, right? That's where Zack's name comes up, which is great.
And Marvel.
Right. In that particular section, I don't know that Marvel was mentioned, but it is worth noting that I know you're joking. It is worth noting that the motherfuckers were mentioned at all among DC. Isn't it interesting? So I say all that to say this, right? Anybody dangling a carrot over the fandom's head, trying to act as if that's somehow a bat signal, so to speak, to get Snyder fans, or to a lesser degree, Ayer cut specific people, to try to jump on board and get hope, and try to aim their messaging and engagement back towards WBD and beg them for things that they're clearly not interested in. As Zack Snyder has recently said that they're not interested in, specifically Warner Brothers isn't interested in producing stuff under them. And David Ayer has said that they're not interested in producing DC under what they had going on under them. They're interested in this, what the DCU and DC Studios has going on. Apparently, that's fine. Anybody trying to dangle a carrot saying that the DCEU is going to be revived, released, restored, brought back, whatever little hashtag moniker you like to use, they're full of shit. It's bullshit. I have to say that because I saw the evidence. This is video evidence, by the way. This source is a very good source. And at the end of the day, if anybody wants to challenge that, I dare you because we have the evidence.
A damn good source. A damn good source, right? Hey, real talk.
We can place your false carrot and your false narrative versus what we got. And I got two things to say about that. One, all right. Anybody that's trying to say that maybe you got the wrong survey. Well, guess what? We still got the source. Give us a date. Give us a time. Our source can go and link to any survey that you're trying to say that we may or may not have missed. Right? Let's just say shits and giggles. There's 10 surveys that have been sent out, and you were supposed to click the 7th one, but you clicked the 3rd. Well, he can go click the 7th one. He or she can click the 7th one, right? In other words, if you're so sure that this is what's happening, put your narrative versus our truth. I dare you. That's number one. Number two, is it cool to kind of hint at narratives and looking over us, or where we at with this? Not yet?
Right? Well, wait. What was your question?
No, I said, is it cool to touch on?
Oh, no, because the next chapter is the red flag. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
The red flag.
Yeah. All right.
What I'll say too is this: like, I'll just mention a red flag having to do with this particular topic. Anybody that's mentioning WBD at this point in the game, you have to look at as a red flag. Anybody trying to hint that WBD has our back or is about anything that we got going on, that's a red flag. Like, I'm sorry. And anybody giving you some vague notion or vague narrative of information discussing a survey or, any sort of, that's a red fucking flag, man. Don't listen. We've been here for too long and been doing this for too long to let somebody do this to us. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't, like Scott likes to say, don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. This is ridiculous at this point. We're all grown-ups here. We're all adults. I'm not falling for some motherfucker with a survey talking about some vague bullshit. If you got something, put that shit out there and present it. And if you claim you can't because of some fake-ass narrative of an NDA, figure that shit the fuck out and have somebody else drop it for you. Because we ain't with this bullshit no more. Period. You get what I'm saying? There's no way around your bullshit. I see through the bullshit. Fucking Neo in the Matrix. I see the green shit. I see the coding. Fuck out of here, man. If you're on some NDA, just like my source may or may not be on an NDA, but guess what? I'm delivering the fucking information.
Damn.
So figure that shit the fuck out. If you really care about the fandom and the information and the SnyderVerse can possibly be restored on the WBD, then bitch, stop playing games and just talk about that shit. We're all grown-ups here, man. That's all I got to say about it, man, so far. I think you might be muted, Sky.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. I was saying that I wanted to get his thoughts on this. Because, bro, even when we were talking earlier, right? Like, I was trying to explain to you that, like, hey, like, if, because we spoke on it, like, if WBD or whoever were to bring that, like, we said that from the jump. We was like, yo, it don't matter who gets it, whether it be Amazon or, Paramount Plus, whoever, or even if WBD changed their mind and brought him back, right? That we felt like it was going to be a win regardless because of the fact that, like, we would be getting a conclusion to the universe. So, with you knowing that that's always been our true North Star, right? Um, Knowing now that we're hearing about this survey that's trying to, like, push people back towards this other direction, and then we get wind of what is actually in this survey, and it doesn't seem to be like really anything like concrete or anything even like really pushing to that. Even so, as like, I've taken some of these surveys before, right? So if it wasn't that, like, why would this be happening now, that we're so close to the finish line?
Mm. Like you said, bro, because you're so close to the finish line, man. Like even in the release movement, it was like a certain few people did all the work for like 99% of the time, and then at the very end you got SnyderCon and all that other shit where Nerd Queens and Wonder Meg and some other people get all the credit for it, show up on all the shows. And when y'all already at the finish line, and that's what it seems like, because that same, I guess, podcast, whatever that shit came out, homeboy quoted a person that y'all don't really even fuck with no more, and who's mixing the hashtags on some WB shit, on some Netflix shit, instead of just basically going to the source with all the Netflix information. Y'all are the source, so it's like, let's say these industry plants probably working together to, move the narrative. And looking back on it, when we was talking about this shit all day, Nessa might have been right with her first comment. Nessa was like, yo, just ignore this fool, and that was probably the best comment out of all of them, because
Facts.
looking back at it, they probably are trying to steer the narrative and trying to steer people into the chair of, hey, look, we restored the SnyderVerse, or we did this, we did that, when it was really y'all doing it the whole time, and before y'all it was Seal doing it,
Facts. Facts.
That A-list survey comes out on this dude's channel, and he's gonna talk more about it tomorrow, he said. But I guess he putting up in it where, like, oh, it's not over yet at WBD. There's still a chance, blah blah blah. And it does sound feasible and all that, but when you really think about it, like after talking to you, it's right. It's still a detraction from the sale movement, and it's when you get it 99% there or 95% there, yeah, we can't afford no distractions, Nessa was right, bro. We need a hashtag Nessa was right, because
Right.
he was, and that's just pretty much what it is. Stolen valor or anything. And I don't know if y'all saying names or not or whatever, but the dude he mentioned, the dude he mentioned, or the she or he, whatever he mentioned, is nothing but a distractor, So it's like on one point, the podcast sounded like it was some cool shit, and then the people who he quote tweet to talk about it is like some bullshitter. So it kind of just loses its whole value at that. But I think the reason all of this is coming because maybe they are trying to steer the movement back to Warner Brothers, and that will look normal because they do it all the time when they mix the hashtags or you know, if one guy is saying restore the Snyderverse, that's basically restore DCEU at Warner Brothers, and he's saying sell to Netflix at the same fucking time. What are you talking about? You know, like, make
It
up
makes
your
no
mind,
sense.
bro. Yeah, that make no sense. Netflix and Warner Brothers, they're not the same thing. So if we, you know, we get hype over this dude talking about, oh, look, Nessa was right. Nessa was fucking right, bro. Nessa say, yo, just ignore this shit, stay focused, get back to work.
Facts.
That was right. That was right. To be 100%
Facts.
true. And I want to see what he got to say tomorrow, because I'm not an A-lister, so I don't get those things or anything like that. But, you know, dude was on the sale movement for the past month, and now he's on some Warner Brothers shit, on some restored shit. It just seemed, I don't know, like a flip-flop, or it just seemed like, hey, let me take the attention. Let me act like we're fucking with the sale movement. Let me garner that views, garner that attention, and then take it back over to Warner Brothers. That's just what it seemed like now that you really look at it, you know?
Facts, right? And that's what we were just gonna get into, right? Is all these red flags, right? Because Leon and I were really discussing this, and then we were all kind of talking about it. You know, just with this whole situation, there seems to be like so many red flags because this entire time, y'all, like, it's been people talking about the sale movement, you know, and covering what we've been doing, right? But yet they don't they don't mention our names.
Right.
Like ever, right?
Right.
And then so it would almost be like as if they didn't know who we were or what we've been doing,
Right.
right? But then turns out like quiet is kept. They know exactly who we are. They know
Right.
exactly what we've been doing,
Right.
right? So if you're talking about all the impact that the cell movement is having and all of and all like these milestones that we've been hitting, just everything that we've been doing, you know, like you one on one, right? Like, you know, like as Peely said, like when it comes to the Netflix stuff, like who, like that's us.
Right. Right.
Right? So now you have this case of like, okay, so we want to talk about what they've been doing and talk about these things and cover them. We're not going to mention their names, but then when we do start mentioning names, we're going to be mentioning and trying to lump what they've been doing in with people that have been pushing bullshit narratives for the past, it was 8 months, you know what I'm saying, or however long
Right.
that has been going on. So
Right.
it's just it's really like it's really clear to see what's happening, and you know, when you have just all these kind of red flags in like one kind of situation, it really makes you start asking yourself a whole lot of questions, I would say.
Yeah. Yeah. Bro, that's the same shit, bro, from the release of Snyder Cut movement. Remember, SnyderCon comes on, you know, Fiona was missing for like 2 years. Nerd Queens is in the background, you know, not really doing shit, you know. But when we got the gold that the Snyder Cut was gonna come out, everybody's celebrating. SnyderCon shows up, blah blah blah, and now Nerd Queen just hosting this shit. You know what I mean? Fiona pops back up. You know what I mean? It was like, yo, bro, come. I know we just didn't do all this shit, so them boys can take credit for it. Like it was their shit, you know. And that's why I kind of see. I see that exact same thing going on with y'all, like right now, but you know, I look at it on some deeper shit like, yo, this movement is kind of like the biggest, you know, promotional piece of equipment on the planet. You know,
Facts.
whoever harnesses this movement is gonna harness a major power, bro. You know,
Facts.
in Hollywood, which is already a major power. You know, so it's like a fight for the power. You know, it's a fight for who can disseminate this information. So you got Sky, you got me, you got Phil, you got all of us organics who we just want to see the movie. So we're going to put out that message. We're just gonna only put out that message. But then you got the political plants, you got the Hollywood plants, you got all these people that's maybe trying to get 1 million subscribers or anything. That's their message they're gonna put out. You know what I mean? Sailors making history is one of those. Yeah, correct. So I'm looking at it like I always say it's something bigger, bro. It's something like it's bigger. You know, if we could really harness what this is, our power, and which I think y'all have correctly harnessed it with the ROEs, with how y'all operate with each other. If we can really hone into our own power in this movement, we will see we're probably the biggest on the planet, you know? And a lot of people want that. Warner Brothers want that. Fucking Disney, Marvel wants that. Star Wars wants that. Netflix wants that. Everybody want what we got, bro. But we got it, and that's just the thing. It's like when they get it, they ain't gonna do right with it. You know, when they get it, they gonna be on some nerd queen shit with it. They gonna be on some blue hair, fucking Sammy the Queen bullshit, whatever. You know what I mean? And we ain't on that shit. So that's really what it is. It's really bigger than these movies and these IPs.
It is, bro.
Who can push the message of the world right now? And that's what we're dealing with. And it's always gonna be what we're dealing with. And they're really not gonna let organics sit in that throne. They're gonna try everything to keep an organic dude out of that throne, you know?
Man, I feel it, Joe. And those were some great points. Leon, I wanted to ask you next because you were going to start touching on this earlier. Like when you're looking at these situations and there's all these like red flags going into it, uh, you know, does it make you question things or like, or do- or does it sharpen your focus? Because as you said earlier, they're starting to look like Matrix code, right? Like, and I've been saying that, but it's like it's literally just Matrix code at this point. But how do you feel about it, bro?
My bad, I'm over here chomping away, bro. So y'all was cooking. No pun intended. So I'm looking at the chat a bit too. I want to make something clear. The name of this individual isn't important. The reason why we're touching this, because like Peter said, people like Nessa were right to ignore, right? But it's our job to highlight and dissect a potential narrative that can take over. If the narrative is true, it's true. You know what I mean? Like I have no reason to say anything. I would literally ignore it, like shit. Warner Brothers wants to do something with this stuff, man. Oh man. I would ignore it. And I would let those individuals carry that narrative and do whatever they gotta do. You know what I mean? While we continue to do ZSSM, Zack Snyder Cell Movement. That's not the case though. The fact of the matter is these people are lying. So I have to challenge that lie, right? And ignore the guy. If he somehow sees this or hears this and wants to address us, fine. I would love to. Let's have a conversation, brother. That being said, I doubt that would even happen.
Might have already tried, right?
Already tried.
That would be crazy if we already tried to have a conversation, right? That would be crazy. That would be crazy.
That would be wild.
That would be real crazy, y'all.
If we were ignored.
Right? Yeah.
Like Necron just said, if they don't quote tweet Sky, they're really not talking about the sale movement. They're on some bullshit.
So let me piggyback off of that. Because part of me and Sky's conversation before we had linked up with Peely earlier What did I kept saying, Sky? Red flag. I said it's a fucking red flag if you call yourself a competent commentator on what we have going on in ZSSM, in the cell movement, in Zack Snyder's cell movement. If you call yourself a competent commentator and you're going down the rabbit hole of the origins of Zack Snyder's cell movement, and you have not said Skywalker the Jedi, Leon of the New Geeks, and you say another name of someone who's been relegated solely to Twitter and maybe Instagram, that's a fucking red flag. Sky even went in further to say that if, shout out to Mr. Nobody, that if you haven't shouted out Sky, me, or even Sil, that's a fucking red flag. We are the people who originated this thing. Sil has been giving some of the most coverage, some of the most in-depth coverage, outside of like a mainstream platform. So if you haven't highlighted and touched on individuals who either started it or gave it the biggest coverage that damn well you've watched, that's a red flag. For you to highlight someone who has done nothing but tweet Warner Brothers Discovery hashtags while also trying to borrow one of the hashtag sell hashtags, that's a fucking red flag. You can't look at it any other way than that. I either have to call that individual incompetent or a fucking leech of a plant. Either or. I can't look at it any other way than that. Like, you're incompetent. You have not done your research or your homework. You're skipping over the man who gave us the idea, Skywalker the Jedi. You're skipping over the right-hand man who helped to refine the movement, Leon of the New Geeks. That doesn't make any sense to me. It's not about credit for clout. It's about being honest about what you communicated to the public, and you trying to give said credit to another individual who clearly does not follow the same edict as us.
Real quick, Leon, because let me add to your point, and I want you to cook on this too. It's not even that we just, started this thing and gave it life, right? But no, it's been all the effort since then, right? It's been the engagement 100%. Events. It's been cartoons and cereal. It's been like all these things that have been happening that have clearly been working, right? And we've made right? Rebel Moon premieres.
Full circle.
Right?
Red carpet.
Full circle. Right?
Rebel Moon
screenings. Right?
Meeting
all these things. Right? All these, me asking Zack a question. Right? All these things, but yet, when it's time to start naming names, it never seems to be anybody that has really had a hand in keeping this thing afloat and getting it to the level that it is now. It just seems very odd to me. It seems very odd, bro. Stone Quarry. Crazy, bro.
How do you not talk to the man who lit the fuse for Zack Snyder to verbally say he would love to come back? I was sitting right next to him. I recorded it. The reason that y'all see that recording is because of my ass. The first recording you ever saw of that answered was from me sitting next to the man, Skywalker the Jedi, who asked that Skywalker taking a lighter or a flamethrower and lighting a fucking cigar for Zack to smoke, bro. Like, straight up, how do you not ask this man that question? How do you not go, hey, man, shout out to Skywalker. Shit, you ain't even gotta fucking say me. You know me, man. I don't give a fuck about clout, bro. I love my life. But how the fuck you forget, bro? How the fuck? I'm the behind the scenes guy. I understand when people don't mention me. I rarely show facts. I'm real when it's useful. You feel me? So How do you not go to Sky? That makes zero sense to me. That's a red flag.
Hey, and Leon, it would be crazy if I tried to have a conversation, right? It would be bro. It would be
Wild.
bonkers, just like Music City Soul said, bro. It would be out of this world, bro. If I actually tried to have a conversation.
Right. And said, hey, bro, let's collab. And the guy said, crickets. It would be nuts. And ever since then and before, giving coverage about hashtag sell. That's a red flag. I'm sorry.
Crazy.
You think AI can make these surveys?
Oh my God. Hey.
Oh, based on the evidence that I saw,
it could be fake.
1,000%.
Damn, it could be like fake, you know, because we had an A-lister talking to us today, and he was like, "Yo, I didn't get shit," you know, like maybe the shit fake, bro. Maybe that boy bullshit.
Oh man, hey, Leon saw the evidence, 100%. He saw the evidence, like he saw exactly. But I wouldn't be shocked if AI wrote it. Right?
That's crazy, bro.
This shit could have been a social experiment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I wouldn't look out. I mean, I wouldn't discredit those either. You know, bro. It's first. It's like timing, because it's like, all right, just last week or so, Zack was like, yeah, I'd be willing to do the Netflix shit. You know, blah blah blah. Everybody was happy. Everybody thought y'all won. Everybody, you know, and then, you know, this week is like, oh, it's not over yet. I got A-list survey. Bro, we know it ain't over yet. What are you talking about? Now I'm thinking about it. Nobody thought it was over yet. Nobody thought it was over. Right. He was like, yo, it ain't over yet. But we wasn't thinking it was over. What are you talking about? Now I'm thinking about it like,
bro,
this like could be some industry plant shit.
It's definitely industry plant shit. Bro, that is such a good way of putting it, Peely. Like, think about that, right? You got a motherfucker telling you that because he saw a survey that's not over, but hearing the words, if Netflix got my shit, I would do it, and I would love to do it. Was it?
Wait, hold on. Wait. Hold on. Let me find that shit right now. Hold up. Where'd it go? Oh yeah, here we go.
For The Dark Knight Returns. But I don't know, if Netflix finally has it and you could hypothetically continue, would you be open to it?
If Netflix had owned the rights to the DC characters in my extended universe, of course I would absolutely whatever. Yeah, no question.
Fans will be very happy.
Yeah,
fans will be very happy. And about
bro, who thought it was over after that?
Right. Because that's really how he started. Yo, that's how I clicked on that fucking video. I was just about to get in the shower, and I saw the shit was like, it's not over, and it had Justice League pictures, and I'm like, oh shit. I clicked it, and then I don't know why I didn't talk about it, but then Eric posted it this morning, and he talked about it. So then I'm thinking like, yo, I saw this, but now I look at it, nobody thought it was over. You know, like maybe could it be like clickbait, or you know what I mean? Like something's going on here. Something's going on here for real.
You know? It's like you're telling motherfuckers that Warner Brothers could be interested in what? If you're not saying selling DC to Netflix, shut the fuck up. Because you're full of shit, right?
Ooh.
Right. Like, if that survey didn't tell you that, then what are we talking about?
Right. Damn.
Bruh, if this survey would have been like that one back in the day, it'd be a whole nother story. We wouldn't even be having this conversation.
Right.
Because I know what one of them real surveys look like, where it's like, yo, they asking, Like, because they would be asking specific questions,
Right. Would you
right?
drive 100 miles to see Zack Snyder or some? It was some
How much you
specific
willing
shit
to
like that.
pay?
Right.
Right? How do you feel about, Zach's character, blah, blah, blah. Like, it would be way more focused on Zach, bro. Not talking about Marvel.
I was about to say,
And
that shit had Marvel, bro.
right.
And Tim Burton. Why are you talking about Tim Burton? What Tim Burton got to do with anything? What Tim Burton? Yo, what? Come on, man.
If it was NDA'd and right, secretive, why are they talking about it? Like, why they got podcasts about
Thank you. Why even mention it at all? You're already in
Right.
breach of an NDA by saying that you saw the fucking survey, motherfucker.
Wait a minute, bro. You're absolutely right. You want to know why? That damn Suicide Squad game, bro. Right? I played that shit months ago. I couldn't tell anybody. I told y'all on stream that I couldn't talk about it. And I had that panel, and fucking Taladia came on here and he asked me about it. And I was like, wait, can I talk about it? And he was like, yeah, the NDA, like, yo, it's clear you can talk about it now. And then I said, oh, cool. And then I spoke about it. That is absolutely right, bro. That is, that's crazy, bro. Oh my God.
Like they're roundabout talking about it. They got and bro, this happened a lot even in the release of Snyder Cut movement. Remember when it was like 165? Or I'm hearing it could be a 165, or it could be a flip book, or blah 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 blah. Like all of this shit, like these little hidden sources put out into the movement, and they want to see how we react to it, But if Homeboy shit is under NDA, right? He done made 2 videos about it. Like, bro, just say it, dog. Just say it. You already put the cat out the bag. I don't want to hear the NDA shit, bro. You done mentioned it twice, 3 times tomorrow. Just say what it is, bro.
Earlier. That was also my point from earlier. I'm like, bro, if you really give a fuck, you would have gave that shit to somebody for them to say.
Right.
But you hit it even better right now when you just said, well, you're already in breach of the motherfucking NDA by even talking about that you saw some shit in a survey.
Right.
That's way too specific.
Right? Bruh, I tried to tell him, yo, I've been on the WBD lot 3 times ever since this sale shit happened. Right? Did I come on here and tell him, hey, yeah, I was on the lot? You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know what I was doing. I was pulling up on James Gunn. You know what I'm saying? I was pulling up on James Gunn. Right?
It's
Real
not
talk.
over yet. It's not over yet.
Wait.
It's not over yet, guys.
Real
because
quick.
Some guy saw a survey. So.
Bro, does that make my point more valid? Because I was on the lot 3 times in 2023? Right? Because, hey.
You should definitely get an interview out of that, bro.
Facts.
It should definitely hit you up out of that. Definitely.
Right? Nah, but hey, it would be crazy if I had reached out, y'all. I just want to say, hypothetically, it would be wild if I had the if I had prior reached out. But Leon, what were you saying, bro? You were talking about just the whole put up or shut up thing, and did you have any way that you wanted to expound on that?
I think that was pretty much it. I mean, at the end of the day, because we talked about it earlier, and in many ways, I feel like a lot of our conversations before we jump on stream is like, so much more, it's like striking, you know what I mean? Because like we thought of, and I thought of specifically, not trying to like highlight myself, but I just was like literally going off about the many ways in which they could try to flip some shit and say, oh, but this is this and that. And the thing that I just want to emphasize is that at the end of the day, like, if somebody is telling you anything at this point after Zachary Edward Snyder and David Ayer, ironically, have told you that Warner Brothers ain't fucking with the SnyderVerse or the Ayer cut, and some guy is telling you he saw some shit in a survey and it's not over, that's a red fucking flag. Like, who do you believe? And here's the thing: I'm not even necessarily. I don't even know if I'm talking about the audience at this point. I don't think the audience is really fooled. Not our audience. I just want everybody to spread the word if they can. If they see this shit, to tell people, come back over here. And if anybody has a problem, these individuals, one has been named because that person was named in a video. But that's this guy, this individual. If he gets word of this, please come through, because I would love to challenge you on this whole shit. Because my source has an entire fucking email list of links that they can click and surveys that they can go to. Just if that person clicked the wrong survey, because I would love to hear that bullshit lie.
Tell them to prove it. That's it. You know, like, hey, bro, NDA, you already said too much, so now just prove it, bro. Stop talking. You know,
exactly. And at this point, just exactly what Peter just said. Just stop talking about it.
Right.
Just stop talking about it.
Especially if you're gonna be, dancing around certain people, right? Like that. Come on, man. But
we're not doing that
absolutely
shit.
Not at all.
No,
and right. And I wanted to move on to the last topic, right? Like, I think that at the end of the day, what is causing all this is something that Peely was kind of touching on earlier. Like, this is a real organic movement, y'all. I live a regular life, you know what I'm saying? I work regular job, right? I came from these chats. Like, a lot of y'all that was here know me from way back then. I was just donating money and super chats on everybody's channels, just showing love for everybody that was talking about Zack Snyder stuff, right? I've been riding for this community for a very long time. I've never said anything to the contrary, right? It's just always been and because I'm here because I really love Zack's movies. So he's my favorite director, point blank, period. And that's it at the end of the day. So when I decided to start shooting content because of everything that was going on with Seal Nation a couple years back, it was literally, to talk about this Zack stuff. Like, and when this Cell thing came, it's like, it's still 100% Zack, and getting the conclusion to his DC arc is our true North Star. So everything that we've done, right? None of us have been paid. All we've done is pour into this thing, through time, energy, money, effort, right? Through rain, sleet, snow, or shine. Like, you guys have no idea the amount of work that this is taking and the toll that it's taking. Like, I feel like shit right now, right? But I'm here having to have these conversations because when I was seeing the reaction to this news and stuff, I didn't like what I was seeing, right? And I'm seeing everybody to start thinking about going back to these old conversations. And it's just like, if you are not supporting this and the real grassroots movement, I think that it very much shows where a lot of you guys' allegiances lie, right? It is very, it's very, what's the word that I'm looking for? You can make a whole lot of money, engagement, all these things, impressions, as long as you are talking about Zack Snyder, his fan base, his fans, his films, whatever. It's
hell yeah.
It is a very easy thing to do to gain these things, right? But Like, what are you actually doing it for? And I have to question that because when I see that, yeah, it was lucrative. There you go. Thank you, bro. Um, yeah, like, so when I see, like, hey, if we're the grassroots movement, and I know that for damn certain because, I know all the work that, Leon and, there's a good Austin, Necron, Rock Talks, Mama Bear, April, like it just goes on and on, still, like everything that everybody's been doing, shit, all the conversations I'd had with Pee-wee and him guiding, right? Like, yo, if I know that this is the grassroots side, and it seems like whenever anybody's getting mentioned, it's motherfuckers that ain't with the grassroots people. It's like, yo, okay, so I see what you're doing over here. It's like, yo, man, and once again, especially, it would be crazy if I tried to have a conversation, right? It would be crazy.
Right.
It would be, it would be so wild, right? If I was like, hey, but whatever, because I done that with so many people, right? Don't y'all remember when I said, hey, whoever wants to interview talking about sale, that I took a week off of streaming to go on whoever's channel that wanted to talk about this movement, right? Oh no, I'm like, yo, they know that I cleared my schedule when I was like, yo, I took that week to go on whoever's platform that wanted to talk about sale, and I reached out to a bunch of platforms personally, right? To a bunch of platforms.
Right.
And I was like, yo, if you want to talk about sale, let's talk. Especially y'all that's covering the shit. Right? Leon and I told stories before about our comments getting deleted from people that was covering our shit on a regular basis. Right?
It's that same, I'm not going to touch on it too deep or nothing, but it's that same little game plan that we see now, right? It's, I'm going to cover somebody who literally fucking flopped.
Right.
Talking about movies and news and whatnot. And this motherfucker with a platform, woo, is going to sit here and say, hey, man, I'm going to watch this guy's channel to know about what the hell's going on with Cell. And at the end of everything I say, I'm going to say restore. Full of shit, bruh. That's all I got to say about that so far. That shit is crazy.
That's real talk, bro. But it lets you know, but it lets you know just who the opposition is. Right?
Yeah, it screams of industry plants, bro.
Right.
It does. It's like if y'all not in the industry, they're just gonna look over you because it even in TPZ. Remember, TPZ had like 4 or 5 different Hollywood studios inside that one group of people. Like it was all kind of shit inside of TPZ. And me, I'm just a regular dude. Just a regular homeboy. And when it was time to really talk to the people who's doing the work, they didn't talk to nobody regular. It was only the industry plants. It was only the people who was from a studio or, remember that black dude that was in TPZ and he showed up on SnyderCon? What was his name again? It was like, he had like a Jerry curl kind of. I can't remember his name, but
I don't remember his name either. But I remember us looking at the picture, and you was like, "Who the hell is this dude?" Like,
yeah, they were like, "Yo," they called him like a super fan, and I know he was in TPZ, but who knows what the fuck he did? I think that's really what we're always dealing with. A lot of times, I think the industry wants to take a hold of these narratives and this movement and shit like that on on some ways it's political, on some ways it's all, multiple different reasons. But I think on this particular reason, it's for cred. It's for like clout. The guys who get Snyder cut, I mean, let's say if y'all get ZSJL 2 and 3 to Netflix, right? That's coming with a Ben Affleck movie. That's coming with like more shit. That's coming with probably the best Batman movie if Ben Affleck gets to do his shit. These guys want to take credit for that. These guys want to write a book about that. These guys want to have podcasts about that shit.
Hey, real quick, because I know Leon don't know this. Hey, this gonna fuck Leon up. Hey, are you ready, bro?
What's good?
Can you imagine? Can you imagine if one of these platforms that's kind of been pushing this shit tried to push a Batman movie that was in the SnyderVerse with a younger Batman?
Wait.
Like as if we don't fucking need as if the Ben Affleck Batman movie ain't the fucking gold standard for what we pushing for. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We want a SnyderVerse Batman, but younger. What the fuck? Come on, yo. Come on, man.
Right.
A younger, different cast Batman, bro. Right?
That's
crazy.
Bro,
right? Kind of sound like fucking the Batman. Almost, right? Right? Come on, man. We want a younger Batman now. What? Man, we gonna get out of here, bro. I'm sorry.
That's what. No, that's the truth. That's what it is. It's their message that you know who they are, bro. Sammy and Nerd Queens probably never met, but their message is just the same. Their personnel is just the same. So they're on the same wavelength. You know what I mean? Or just anybody. It's the message, what they put out. So you got this guy who's been kind of, piggybacking on y'all's message, but there's like the milk is a little spoiled because why not fuck with y'all? Why is he not in here? The milk is a little spoiled. If all of these guys, Fatal J, all of these people that's been spending years talking about Zack Snyder, why are they not around anymore? Something's up with that. There's something up with that.
We gotta touch on that just a little bit. So yeah, good question, right? Like, where are you people?
Right.
All you supposed alleged Zack Snyder fans, right? All you would be, should be, could be, wish you were Zack Snyder fans, right? Where are you people?
Right.
It's like as soon as Sky had the idea, as soon as he had a soldier among motherfucking soldiers as his right hand man, it's like all you motherfuckers just disappeared.
Right.
And then when you came back with a fucked up message. If you think about it, right?
Right. Bruh, I remember his name was Dexter Washington, right?
We were talking about the same person, bro.
Right.
We were talking about
Dexter Washington,
did he have a suit on? Yeah.
Yeah. If he was a super fan, where is he now? Did he ever come on Sky Show?
Right.
I never heard of that dude, bro.
If these are Zack Snyder super fans, where the fuck have they been at while you've been on your journey? This my thing. There's something else. They're not super fans. There's something else going on,
Everybody in the chat, if y'all know who he's talking about, or even somebody that's kind of like him, remember where you were in life and remember the feeling you had when you were trying to pretend like you knew who this motherfucker was the whole time. I remember being that person where I was just like, oh yeah, I know who that is. Yeah. Not knowing a damn, bro. Didn't know who this dude was, bro.
Right.
I was just like, he clearly looks like he's a part of the industry, bro. Like, You know what I mean? Like he's a producer of some sort. Because they all kind of look alike. They all look like they work out often. They have suits on. You know what I'm saying? Like a 9 to 5
100%
like us.
true.
Like I work out a lot, but like I don't work out as much as Dexter Washington. Like that motherfucker has plenty of time in his hands. He's clearly a producer of some sort. Me, I'm a guy. I work for 2 companies. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I work out when I can, etc. I travel. I do my thing. I have fun, etc. Like, but these motherfuckers be looking half away from being an actor. Like we remember we ran into I'm not gonna name names. I don't want to make it seem like I'm talking shit about this person because I'm not. But we ran into a person, an actor, and you know, a person he was with, and that motherfucker looked like he always ready to film, bro.
Facts.
And he had like a bit role in the movie. Like it was like a blink and you fucking miss it. As quick as I'm snapping my fingers, like even faster than that, bro. Where's the flash so he can snap for me? And that
they're all in shape,
like,
bro.
That brother looked like he was ready to shoot. You feel me? So,
bro, when I was at the red carpet, bro, everybody looked fantastic. Everybody looked fantastic.
Right.
Hey, I was around a whole bunch of the cast and crew for 4 different screenings, 4 times. Everybody was in fantastic shape.
When you saw me at Full Circle, I was actually in pretty darn good effing shape. You know, barrel chested, big wide backed, and all that. The second time you saw me, I look more regular Joe-ish because my workouts ain't been that frequent like that. You feel me? Like, and even me, Full Circle, not at my apex, but better, was not clearing what some of these motherfuckers got because they schedule a lot that. So what I'm getting at, what Peely's getting at, what Sky's getting at, if they look like they are a model, they ain't a fucking fan. Miss me with the bullshit. I'm so tired of that shit. All these damn supermodels talking about they fans of Zack. If you don't if you don't get your ass up, I'm not saying good looking people can't be fans because like there's plenty of good looking like organic people in Zack Snyder's fandom that I've seen. I've seen some good looking women who are organically in Zack Snyder's fandom. They have nothing to do with industry. But like, come on, bro. There's like good looking for being an average person, and then there's fucking like, yeah, this guy clearly has an agent. Come on.
That's so true, man. Think about it. It's industry plants, bro. They always been like, bro, how can you be a super fan and not fuck with Scott? You know, all the super fans want to see ZSJL Part 2. All the real fans want to see that shit, bro. Like, so where's McD at? Where's Fiona at? Where's Dexter Washington at? Where are these super fans, bro? Why are they not helping? Bro, that's a sign, bro.
I hear him.
That's a sign. That's industry plants because when when Warner Brothers released the Snyder Cut and they were talking about it, you saw Nerd Queens, you saw Wonder Meg, you saw Dexter Washington, you saw Fiona. So you would think, bruh, that's a hard ass team. We can use them for years. You know what I mean? If they're interviewing Zack right now, bruh. You know, we can use them for years. But where did they go? Why did they just stop helping?
Seriously,
like what happened? That's industry plants, bruh. So what I want to say is we're up against industry people, bruh. We really are. I would even say maybe even Sammy. Or these people that don't show their faces.
Oh my God, man! Damn.
You're not wrong. I think that same thing.
Yo,
that person, the same shit. Like they give industry plant vibes like a motherfucker, which is why when pressed about her loyalty to the movement and Zack, it was crickets and some other shit that could be revealed. She better stay in her lane. But what you about to say, Scott?
Hey, first of all, Nessa been riding, you know what I'm saying? She one of the only ones that, you know what I'm saying? Hey, but scroll back up and there's a few hashtag Nessa was right because we've been on that energy for a whole bunch of the day. You know what I'm saying? But
Nessa was right. Nessa was right.
yo, but look, real quick, man. Look, I don't even know why I'm tripping, y'all. Something just hit me, man. Like I forgot like a huge piece of this puzzle, y'all. A huge piece. Like I forgot that, one of them dudes is like a voice actor, bro. And it's like, man, no wonder this happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I expect anything differently? Right? Why would I expect anything differently, man? But it's just crazy, man. It's like, oh my God, bro. Don't tell me that you're trying to get a role in Creature Commandos, bro. And that's what this is all about. Like, man, come on, bro. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. Anyway, I'm just not. I'm joking. But I'm not joking about that, but yeah.
Where did they all go, bro? Really, like, where did they all go? It was so much people that's acting like they want to see the Snyder cut. They want Zack to show the Snyder cut. All right, we got the Snyder cut. Now they're close to getting more of it, on Netflix. Why did those people just leave? Why did those people not want to help? They're industry plants. They've always been working for some other studio or some other company or something, and they were doing a job where we're just doing this shit out of love. They're doing a fucking job, So I want us to always know how the studio operates, and I always take it to this America shit. But America, we were operating on one way for such a long time, and then we had these people. I call them like the blue hair people that came in and say they're thought police. You can't say this. You can't do that. You can't act this way. If you do, we're going to call you misogynist, blah, blah, blah. Those same people been going at Zack forever since he made the movie with the girls in the crazy house. Sucker Punch.
Sucker Punch, right?
Right.
Yep.
So those same people are in this movement, and they all kind of agree with Sammy's ideology. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, they're all that type of person, So when we kind of we can focus at it from even in our life. We call these people Karens, or we call these people, when the Karen showed up, hey, why you don't got your mask on, or, blah, 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 all this bullshit. They just changed America. Oh, I'm a CG, her, him, her, C, blah, blah, blah. This is my pronoun, all this bullshit, right? These are the people that's taking over Hollywood at the same time. These are the people that's taking over movements in Hollywood at the same time. They took over Star Wars, bro. Star Wars wasn't Star Wars like it is now, before these type of people showed up. So this is what I always want us to look for. We would be so much easier in this war, fighting this war, if we knew our enemy. Our enemy is all the same. They're in Star Wars. They're in fucking, everywhere. Karens, blue hair Karens, talking on some bullshit. These are the people who we're up against, and they're not organic. And I just want everybody to know that they are not organic, bro. This is a movement of something. I call it the NWO. People can call it some other shit, but this is a movement of something going on in America, and we're up against it 100%, bro.
Facts, man. Because look, I had told you, I was like, yo, I was doing this deep dive, and I'm just seeing all these parallels, bro. And I'm just like, yo, man, I'm sitting there, and we're gonna talk about that later, because I think that in the near future, I'm gonna put together another panel where we're gonna have to go deep. You know what I'm saying? And you got something that you was cooking up too. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I was supposed to say that. But I don't know if I was supposed to say that, but
I've already started editing a Go Deep, so I will drop a Go Deep. I think I got 2 of them that I'm gonna drop pretty soon. Definitely. Thanks for that shout out, bro.
right? Yeah, but we definitely gonna have you over here for another conversation because, man, bro, like it's been so many parallels, bro, and I just, I was speaking to you earlier about how I was really almost grateful that this happened to me because it gave me a chance to kind of slow down and focus on some stuff, and I think it really cleared my vision a whole lot. So
Word.
you're absolutely right, bro. But Leon, did you have anything that you wanted to add from Peely's point?
Nah, man, it's just what he said is amazing and makes a lot of sense. It's a culmination of everything we've been saying, which is that you know, watch out for the plants. You know, um, also like to caution everybody, including myself, to not be so quick to be cool with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
Mm.
remember, you remember when we first started in this movement, everybody, like back in the
Mm,
release days.
mm,
Bro, I remember
mm.
when I was back in school, man. I was in college, and I remember making like my account just with my homie and just talking about the brand I want to build, this and that. This is back when I was like really trying to thinking about doing YouTube and social media type shit, and I was just like, yeah, whatever. And then when Justice League came out, I was like, man, that was trash. But I gotta act like it was okay, I guess. And my homies was like, that same homie was like, I could tell you didn't like it. I was like, nah, bro, that shit was corny as fuck. And I was like, I don't know. It was like whatever. And then I don't know what. I was on Twitter and I saw something, and I was just like, what the fuck is this? And I'll never forget, it was this, what the heck is that chick? Her name was Rigor Morton online. And she was talking about Zack Snyder's movement, the release movement. And I was just like, oh, okay, it's crazy. So I dove into it like that. Like it was just kind of by accident. And then I just started trying to be cool with everybody. Not because I don't have friends in real life, but because I was very fucking interested in the truth. Because I knew that movie wasn't it. And you got John Schnepp talking about it was a Frankenstein, all these different things, right? And then I remember DMing Peely, and Peely was like cautious. And that really made me respect him because there were certain guys that like they were just freely talking to me, and I'm like, y'all motherfuckers don't even know me. But I'm like, whatever. I'm paranoid, quote unquote. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm always like, make me work. Like don't just, you know what I'm saying? Like I respect that. And if we're not cool at the end of it, then that's fine. Um, but anyway, um, long story short, I'm just trying to say this, man. I've known of Peely. I've maybe seen Sky a couple times before I saw him actually on Sill's channel. You know, I saw Sill organically. Mikey, may he rest in peace. I was chilling in Sill's chat, kind of like as a lurker while I'm at work, just praying the SnyderVerse will be restored and shit. Like all these different things. And, here and there, I've just seen people literally online be like, that person's fake, that person's fake. Don't trust this person. Just don't be so quick to just be cool with a motherfucker who's like, oh, I like Zack. Because just like
Hell
this
yeah.
guy that we keep hinting at that had this fake ass survey, I almost said DNA, NDA, DNA, whatever. That person, you was a hater at one point, and I don't know how do you just all of a sudden become a fan, right? I'm very weary and cautious of people, and I'm not saying it can't happen. We've seen it happen. We've seen people that kind of didn't rock with Zack like that.
Mikey saw the light, right? He wasn't really rocking with what Zach was doing, right?
Correct.
But he saw the Snyder cut, and guess what happened? He was like,
Look,
"Yo," and then it changed his thoughts about everything prior to that had came out,
right,
and
right, because it
and
all links up in the end, and
and he
uh,
talked about it at length,
yep,
right? So
and it absolves Zack of any sort of like bullshit negativity that you can say about him as an artist and a director, right? But anyway, though, I don't want to belabor on a point. Just to say, man, everybody just be fucking cautious. These people put their feet to the fire, man, because at the end of the day, like, that's the thing. You come to sell, you come to ZSSM, you come over here, you fuck with Sky, you fuck with me, you fuck with Peely, you fuck with all the other homies, the Cool Table, etc., the Syndicate Network as a whole. If you put our feet to the fire, like, we'll dance. We ain't tripping, man. Like, come bring the heat. We'll dance.
Right.
We good. Because we're
show
not
us,
gonna...
bro.
What's that?
No, I was like, you're right. You got to show it. You show the shit, you know?
You dig, right? Like, we are swords. You put sword to heat, it just gets hotter. It's not going to melt. We good, man. So if somebody is scared or dancing around and bullshitting, that ain't it, man. I'm tired of people with this whole, I saw this shit so much on Twitter. Well, you just don't know. And well, you just know part of it. And, listen,
Right.
you know, but before if you know was cool, they had like a if you know attitude, like you just wouldn't get it, or I just don't expect you to understand. No, motherfucker, speak plain in whatever language you speak, because Google has translate. We good. And just speak your mind.
It's not gonna go over our heads, bro. I promise you.
I promise you. Say your piece so that we can dissect it and see if that shit stands up to snuff. That's it, man. So everybody just
right?
You know.
He got an NDA on it though.
No, but yo, and what's crazy is that it's like, yo, man, but once again, even if it was just that, I don't even think that the conversation would be going like this. But it's like once you start, saying certain people's names, and it's like, man, come on, yo. Like, cause now I have to put what this was in a different kind of context now, right? But I wanted to address this comment real quick from another two. He says, on the Flash movie, I think it would have been a hit if it made like 700 million at the box office. But for that, we needed the support of the majority. Restore would have been the right hashtag. And then you follow that up with, rather than boycott it, it was more about calling for support, just your commentary, and you also watched it in theaters. Now, my response to that would be, I remember before The Flash came out, I saw an early screening of The Flash, right? And I can vividly recall a lot of the Restore crowd not rocking with that movie, right? I mean, yo, if ever there was a time that we had Bat Dan in the chat, I wish Bat Dan was here right now, because Bat Dan used to be furious, right? He was furious that the Restore crowd had turned on Ezra Miller. I remember those conversations vividly. You dig? So, no. They should have, Restore should have done more to support the Flash film. And then maybe it would have made more money. Whether, like, however they felt about me personally, Leon, right? And that's the same thing that I've always said. I rock with Zack, win, lose, or draw. Like, y'all know how I've come into these situations, right? Y'all think that y'all don't, like, I mean, if people think that, oh, man, we don't know who Sky's favorite director is, right? Like, nah, man, like, Zack's my guy. Look at Leon's fucking icon right now. Y'all know that we rock with this dude, right? Right, look, Josh, remember?
Blow that shit up.
Josh, remember?
Blow that avatar up real quick.
Right? Yeah.
Y'all see the man. Y'all see the kid. Y'all see the man.
Right?
With the Batman mask on, meeting the goat. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
Right? Look, Josh, remember this vividly, bro. The Flash was sabotaged, but Sky and I were rocking with the Flash because it honors SnyderVerse. But Restore said, bro, that's a fact.
Yep.
That's a fact. So, nah. Look, the
Brother,
restored crowd should
the
have supported Black Adam. Bro, they didn't want to support Black Adam either. Like,
yep,
what are we talking about? Everything
yep.
Snyderverse, bro, we've been on the same timeline.
Wait, what did that guy say? I'm sorry, I didn't really catch what he said. I
He
heard it.
was saying that we should have got behind Restore for the Flash, bro.
Who is we?
I, I, I guess so.
We is
I
too many
guess
people. We talking about
so.
Nintendo. We speaking French.
I guess,
We. I'm
right?
confused because
I
I
I
know
guess, bro.
100%. I know 100% we supported the Flash. I
fact.
remember talking
Right?
about that shit.
Yo,
I remember talking about it.
to the scrutiny of everyone called us
Right,
Everybody, bro.
traitors. You remember that shit?
right,
Everybody. I'm
right.
not letting them rewrite history, bro.
Hell
I
no.
saw the Flash
I remember
multiple times.
we
I
were
told
called
everybody to go
dumb.
see it. Bruh, I was on a
Go for it.
hold on. I was on a fucking island. Personally. Do you guys understand that? Josh wasn't creating content back then, right? Nobody else had seen that movie and came on the internet and said that that shit was dope. It was me against every no. So I don't want to. I don't want to hear that. I really don't want to hear that because when I was saying that film was dope, they was criticizing me, yo. I'm the one that saw that shit first. So don't no. We ain't doing that.
Yeah, nah, not today, not ever.
I,
'Cause
I was on an
right,
Yo,
island, bro.
fellas, I don't mean to jump in, but I gotta run. First, I'm gonna say thanks
I
to
feel
all of
it.
y'all boys for having me. But I'm gonna catch y'all later. Also, I gotta say, Nessa was right, and she's so beautiful. We love her. Thank y'all.
For
All
sure.
right,
Hey,
Leon. All
appreciate you
right,
coming through,
guys,
bro.
take care.
As always.
yes,
No,
sir. Hey,
no
appreciate
problem,
you,
y'all
Keely,
boys.
Dr.
Hey,
Manhattan.
no problem, dog. Much love to y'all boys, man.
Yes, sir.
For
All
sure.
right, word, peace.
Peace.
Yep. Yo, man, nah, like, and yo, I know that another two is in here often, right? That ain't to you personally. That's just real talk. Like that's just real. I was the only person on the internet that came out here and told y'all that that movie was dope and y'all should go watch it. Facts. Everybody called me crazy. They were saying this and saying that and blah blah blah. No. We can't try to rewrite history, and that includes the restore crowd. That's what I mean when I say we've stood on our square this entire time. We've never wavered. It's never been anything other than, you know what I'm saying, us pushing this thing forward, yo. Real talk. But we was about to start closing up anyway. Leon, I wanted to get your final thoughts, bro, on this whole situation because I just really think that it was important for us to come out here and kind of have this conversation with everyone, right? And so when you're thinking about how to like kind of wrap this whole thing up, what comes to mind?
Just at the end of the day, like the messaging. Right. Yeah, but that's the thing too, like about Flash was just I mean, that's what we're getting. Like and I remember just to touch on Flash real quick, our whole purpose was to like let everybody know that like um, the Flash was linking to the Snyderverse. That's it. That was it. Like everybody was hating and saying, why are we supporting? Why do we watch it? Blah blah blah. Why are we promoting it? And it's like, bro, Black Adam and the Flash were two of the biggest like connective pieces towards restoring the Snyderverse at that time. Like, and we were telling everybody this. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. Anyway, so yeah, I think that the message that I think everybody should take away from today is that um, we're not allowing raw carrots to be dangled over y'all anymore. Like we're not here for that. I'm not here for that. Like it's not happening. Not under my watch. Um, I'm not gonna let somebody say again, give y'all false ass hope over there on the Warner Brothers end of things. The only thing that Warner Brothers can do for this fandom right now is do the financial thing, which is to sell and license the SnyderVerse and the ZSJL sequels to Netflix. That's it. We already know that Zack is very much interested in continuing, and Scott Stuber is interested in receiving. So, um, anybody trying to tout that Warner Brothers Discovery is interested in having a restoration of Zack's work with DC at their studio, I suggest you put their feet to the fire and ask a shit ton of questions. Give them the same scrutiny that you've given us over the years.
Facts, bro.
Don't just allow them to say, "Oh, I saw a survey, guys, and I can't really mention it and talk about it. I'm under NDA." Don't just let them fool you, man. Nah, that's garbage. If what they're saying is facts, then they'll mention it when they can. They're not going to dangle a carrot over your head. If what they're saying is 100, then they'll figure out a way to to expose it with validity and protection of themselves if there truly is an NDA. But I'm here to tell you that if it's some survey from some community that Warner Brothers, yeah, come here with that. I would love to test that. I and Sky are fully prepared to have a professional joust on that front because we have a very, very reliable source that has given us video evidence and a link and various other very credible things that point to that carrot that you're trying to dangle over the people's head so that they can take their messaging, their engagement, their money, and their time and their voices over back to WBD. That carrot is bullshit. Okay? We are a meat and potatoes crowd. No cheese and bologna. All right? And no dangled carrots. So the message from my end and also Sky's end to take away is just be cautious about who people call themselves fans and friends and soldiers of the movement. I'm not even asking you guys to make this as deep as we've made it. You know what I mean? Like we all have
Oh
lives,
no.
but just be
Facts.
cautious, you know, just be cautious. And when people are saying things again, like I have this piece of information, ask them to reveal it fully. And if they can't, then take it as bullshit. You know, that's it. And to put a bow on what I'm saying, to be specific and just be a little more raw, if a motherfucker ain't saying my name and Sky's name, and they saying other motherfuckers like Sammy or anybody else that ain't did no fucking real work out here on these streets, metaphorically and literally, then they're full of shit and it's a red flag. And if they've been in the game for this long on YouTube, giving commentary and doing the legwork that it would take to get information, and they have not come across Sky and me yet, then they're either idiots or they're full of shit. They're a red flag.
Or incompetent.
Or incompetent, like I was saying earlier. Exactly.
One of the three.
One of the three. Like, there's no other way to look at it. There's no way that I'm gonna go through someone's, let's say their business, their company, right? and I'm digging through hell, Warner Brothers. I'm digging through Warner Brothers history, and I don't land on Warner and Brothers. Like, come on, man. So miss me with the bullshit, miss this fandom with the carrots. We're good over here, right, chat? Let me put a carrot in the chat.
Oh my god, bro. Hey, let's get some carrots in the chat if y'all rocking with what he just said. You know what I'm saying? But real quick to your point, Leon. Wait, damn, you had a great point in it, and it triggered a thought in my head. But man, look, this has been such a dope stream. We didn't have, Superman here, right? Dr. Manhattan been stopped through. We got Batman here, right? It would only be right, that we close this thing out with an appearance of the Flash. You know what I'm saying? Stepping out the Speed Force, right? Yo, what's going on, Austin? How you feeling, bro? And thanks for stopping through. And what you got on your mind, Brody?
Bro, I'm feeling good. I'm dropping off a present on my way in, by the way, which you'll see in a little bit. But man, that comment about the Flash, I was like, well, I guess I'm coming on a little earlier than I thought I was. Just running to my room. But yeah, if you want to know how much we back the Flash, like just a brief look, you can look, I think, while you're still listening to this stream, just go on Sky's channel. And we did mad watch alongs leading up to the Flash,
required viewings, right?
Yes, exactly. I was just gonna say that, required viewings. I remember making the thumbs for it every time because I had to add more characters every time we got the Zack Snyder's Justice League. I had like 30 characters on that shit. But yeah, dude, if you want to know what we were doing, you just go to Sky's channel. We were talking about it. The night shifts that you guys are having, you were talking about it all the time. And what we needed to do for Cell. So I was super disappointed in our fandom after that. That's when I knew, geez, the propaganda is at an all-time high because they literally, for one of the scenes of the Flash movie on Twitter and on socials, they took a scene and they reversed it. So it made it look like the Flash was sticking a baby in a microwave. When in reality,
that's what the Restorer crowd was doing, bro.
That's what they were doing.
That's what the Restorer crowd was doing. 100%. So I don't want to.
It out.
Bruh, they leaked the movie, didn't they? Wait, didn't one of them leak it on Twitter?
Basically, a bunch of shit, and it was all shit. Cell phone video while you're watching on your cell phone. Is anybody taking a picture of a computer screen? Does that ever look good on you? No. They sabotaged the movie, all of those Restore crowds. So I don't even want to hear that discussion, really. And maybe that person who commented just doesn't know what went on, and they were just giving their general thoughts, which all the poor power to you. That's what went on. That's what went on. We were so behind the Flash. I am the biggest. Look at
that you don't want to even hear.
I don't want to hear. Yeah, look at behind me right here. The top. I had underneath I had all my DC rankings. The very top of my DC rankings is a list of Flash stuff right here. And this is one of my favorite pieces. It's a holographic Flash image. If I move my camera across my room, you would see the Flash running in that picture. We were so far behind it. And as I was watching the movie, I felt disappointed in the fandom. I'm like, yeah, you might not enjoy the tone of this movie. You might think oh, this isn't SnyderVerse, blah blah blah. This is a Flash movie. I'm a Flash fan. I love the whole thing. There was only a couple of parts where I was like, all right, well, that part maybe was a bit rushed, but still, I was in it for all of it, and it made sense to me. And to talk about that movie that was going around was just atrocious. And I walked out of that movie and I was just like, wow. That feels like a SnyderVerse movie when Iris is talking to him about, oh, I feel like I've seen you before. And Ben is talking to him about, Batfleck is talking to him about, oh, that other time that you saved the universe. And he's just like, yeah, blah, 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 talking to him. So miss me with that. But that's what happened last summer. We were so behind the Flash, and the upcoming weeks beforehand, not only did the Restore fandom sabotage it, if those were even fans doing that, but WBD themselves, aka James Gunn, definitely sabotaged the movie because of the unprecedented, probably never been done before in history amount of fan pre-screenings that they gave out. Who needs to see the fucking movie again when they've seen it 90 times before the release day? I wouldn't go pay for a ticket either, because I've spent that much in gas just going to the movies for free. Like, the conversation is that in any other regular circumstance, without all the treachery behind the scenes, the Flash movie would have done well.
Facts.
That's what
Right.
it is.
And
we did our
yeah,
part.
yeah,
We did more than our
yeah.
part.
I just don't want to hear that Restore was the way, because if we were following them, we'd have been saying that the Flash was trash, and I'd have been leaking the film on Twitter. They put the whole movie on Twitter, bro.
Bro, I know. And when you came out and said that and said your opinion on it, I was like, all right, yes, I actually can believe you. I don't know about anybody else because their opinions are all skewed, or they feel like they have to say something, or they didn't even go see it. They just saw clips on Twitter. Don't miss me
Right,
with
but
that.
right, but moving forward in the timeline, Austin, I wanted to get your thoughts on this situation, because it seems as if we're like really close to the end of this, the end of this journey, man, and we've been rocking out this whole time, just doing things like cartoons and serials, and engagement events, all this online promotion and all this stuff, and it seems as if we get these things happening where it's like people are covering the impact that we're having, but yet they're not uh like talking about the people actually doing the work. And then whenever they mention somebody, it's people that aren't really doing that work, and people that have actually tried to kill all of the momentum, right? Like, see, and I still have those screenshots. Like, they try to kill all of the momentum of this film. I mean, of this movement, of this campaign, right? But yet they're the ones that are being talked about when these things are being covered specifically, but not the people that have been carrying the torch this entire time. So, with you being one of the people that has put so much time, energy, and effort into this thing, right? How does that hit you when you have these types of things happen?
I mean, it definitely makes you feel away, right? As much as we're not cloud chasers, right? So that's part of the thing. Like, part of it is like, it doesn't really matter to me that I'm not getting the credit, because sometimes I feel like I don't deserve the credit. I'm just doing things for this movement that you had the idea for, and I'm helping. That's what I feel like I'm doing. But yeah, you're right. Like, I have done a lot of work, and when other people get credit for things that they've gone out of their way to try and push back on, or completely vilify or invalidate, like, those people getting the credit for that, it makes me think like, oh, this is all like a game to these people. Like, you rise up, get a fan base, start making some monetary value, and then give credit to other people so then they can be credited and like be part of some zeitgeist of realism, and then get the money again for all the things that we've done. Like, and people wonder why we have to have these conversations. It's like, this is the year of the truth. Cat Williams said it, man. 2024 is the year of the truth. Like, and winners can't let losers rewrite history. I don't remember what the exact quote was, but that's what I took from it.
I like that.
That's
like
He
what I
said
remember.
winners are not allowed to let losers rewrite history.
Fact.
That's what he said.
That's what it is. And
that hits a little bit different.
That whole conversation,
allowed, right?
Yeah. When I listen to Cat Williams' podcast, it hit me different because it felt like all the things that have happened to us. I'm like, oh my God, like, yes. And it's like, again, I'm not some person who like needs the credit or lives for the credit. Like that's never the aim, right? Like,
real quick.
Yeah.
I said I'd have been better off with just nobody getting the damn credit. But then when you say, "Oh, it's this motherfucker," it's like, wait, whoa. Right? Like, just don't say nobody then, cuz.
Don't say nobody. And also to like say that person is the knower of the info is also funny too, because like we know the only person
over there.
What?
Hey, Austin, they're doing great stuff over there.
Yeah, right.
Hey, you wanna know what's wild? They don't wanna give me my credit about my scoop coming true either. Like, yo,
no, wait, they were talking, right? Go back again to my point before. Go back on his channel. There's a thumb I made of two cartoon characters shaking hands, and one head is WB's logo and the other head is Netflix's logo. And that was the scoop that Sky had. We made that I made that thumb for that stream. I remember it very specifically.
Yo, real quick. Nar says WBD needed that movie to win. Now their DC was hurting financially. And then you follow that up with they only canonized ZSJL in the movie to bring as many people as possible, but they removed Ben's ending to not promise us anything in the process. No. Here's the thing, though. No, because it's kind of like not the case, though, right? Because Andy Muschietti wanted that movie to be in the SnyderVerse to begin with, right? So no, it wasn't only canonized for that reason. It was canonized,
The whole
because
thing was
the filmmaker wanted it to be canonized. The ending was changed so that we would not get happy about anything going into the future. Right. But that was not an Andy Muschietti decision. Right. So, and the Flash, we over here are well under pretty much we know that the Flash wasn't going to bring the Snyderverse back, but we didn't know that in the moment. What was actually going to bring the Snyderverse back was Black Adam. And the Restore crowd boycotted both of these films. So whether or not WBD or whoever was in any type of financial situation where they were broke, that shouldn't have mattered for Black Adam. Everybody should have just got their asses up and went to go watch the movie with Zack Snyder's fucking Superman in it, right? But instead, we got a whole lot of griping about suits and hairstyles and the theme and oh my God, right? Like, that was our chance to show that, we were this fan base that could make movies profitable. So and that was prior to Cell. That was way before Cell.
That was before the Flash came out. Like, we knew that, and everyone was reporting it as such. Like, the little petty like gripes just shows you like what they had planned. And Gunn's first statements upon taking the job of the DC fandom was that it was fractious. That just shows you that was all part of the plan that they had to try and make us look that way. And the people that were having those conversations and saying those things at that point in time, you can tell now where they were and what side they're on and like where they were getting their orders from. And they're like, talking points from, because all of that stuff was just petty little gripes. Like, yeah, we didn't care. The main fact was that Henry Cavill was in the Black Adam at the very end, and it was put in perfectly. Anything else you want to say about it is just like pettiness, dude.
It was that time frame that also helped to shape what would soon become Cell, because all those bullshit actions and negative reactions, they only help to steer us towards the ROEs, the way we move, the way we keep a close knit, base of it's just pretty much ran and operated by Cool Table Syndicate Network. This entire operation.
Which is why they're so hostile to those things, because since we drew that line of like, all right, if you can't not do those things, well, this is it. They're like, oh, well, why? Well, because that's how they operate. They have to have that type of the flip-flop nonsense of making people go up and down and erratic and just all out of sorts. So there's no steady, consistent foundation, and there's no progression. That's how you keep people from progressing. You just keep them bouncing around, going all over the place. That's why the Snyder Cut took so long to get out, and that's why we learned from Peely, and that's why this makes so much sense to us. But to others, it's so like aggressive, and they make it so aggressive, and they make it vilified because they want to still stick to their strategies and their plans. It's very easy to see now.
We got the homie Bad Dan in here with the $2 super chat. Bad Dan, they tried to say that Restore could have carried us home with the Flash, bro. Bad Dan know what's up, bro. Bad Dan was like, bro, y'all turned on Ezra? Bad Dan was so hurt by that, bro.
I felt that.
Right? I felt Bad Dan's pain, Austin.
I feel your pain. Me and Bad Dan DM'd personally back and forth.
Oh my God, bro. Look, Bad Dan with the $2 super chat saying people boycotted Black Adam to feel good about themselves. Facts. Yo, I know people that tried to say Seal was lying. You know what I'm saying? And made a bet with him and never paid up. It was like, hey, Cavill ain't in Black Adam. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I remember that conversation vividly. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, yo, Cavill, what you gonna do if Cavill ain't in Black Adam? You know what I'm saying? So it was like, what you gonna do if he is?
Out there making fatal mistakes.
Bro, what a dumbass, bro.
Don't make me laugh too much.
Yeah,
right?
Sorry. Maybe we'll clean you out, dude.
Right, but yo, shouts out to the homie Bad Dan. Let me hit you with this drop from your homie Gunny Poo, right?
I like Zack a lot as a guy, and he was an incredibly thorough. He did all his own storyboards and stuff, which I think influenced me when I went on to my movies and do the same thing. And I saw how incredibly prepared he was. I thought it was great.
I like Zack as a guy.
There's so much.
I like Zack as a guy.
So much shade in that.
Bro, Zack, man, no, y'all don't get it. Zack's cool, man. Why would he's like, yo, it's just that machismo, right? Like, how can't he like him, right?
He's a buddy,
Yeah, he's like, as a guy.
Goes on to say, and can't even admit to himself, he says, I think that influenced me too when I went on to do it.
I think, right?
You think, dumbass? Yeah, it did. It went on to influence your stick figure ass drawings. Zack Snyder paints his shit, bro. He doesn't do it in lead pencil. Like, what are you talking about? Oh my God, this guy, man. This guy. Don't even, when you play these clips, man, I can't help but just get so pissed off. I like him a lot as a guy. He's like, bro, not as a director.
Even Zack's pencil drawings, bro, is killing this dude.
Oh,
man.
Well, facts. But like, you look at Rebel Moon, though, those are all paintings. You look at Zack Snyder's Justice League, those are all paintings. Like, he does watercolor with it too. It's not just a little sketch. Like, Bruh, if we need to get that Superman Legacy fucking that stupid ass
Hey.
post that he put, because it was so bad, dude. I could ask my niece to draw something and it'd be way better than that. Like, hey, take 10 seconds to draw Superman and have arrows pointing towards his face, and it would be compared to that, dude.
Right. Hey, look, real quick. Yeah, I think that Mama Bear is on to something for sure. But look, what was your last thoughts on Austin as we closing this thing out, bro? Because we got to get on out of here soon.
Just be weary of everything. Like, we were told beforehand that things like this were going to happen. More people are going to pop up, and if it makes too much sense, like, I was always told growing up, if it looks like a duck, quacks like a duck, smells like a duck, probably a duck. Like, don't think that that's a goose just because you want it to be a goose, or whatever. Like, if you have to do your due diligence and just take a deeper look, and also we have to watch some of these videos just to make sure of what they're saying. Because I was reposting dudes' videos and I don't even know what like some of them were. I just saw the title. I was like, oh, cool. Like, nice. More people are chiming in. But then I finally watched it. And that's why I had some people. I was like, yo, why did nobody tell me like dudes fucking doing this? What the hell is going on right now? So like we have to look into these things, because as truth seekers, we also have to keep telling the truth, right? We have to keep reiterating it for people who haven't heard it, and that's how the truth is carried on throughout history. There's so many things that, right, we were taught in books, but then we learn like, man, that wasn't actually true, right? And that's sort of the same thing now, right? People have books come out, but not all of that stuff is actually true, and people are credited due to vested interests, right? That why would you credit anybody else if you have a platform of such? Like, obviously the same thing goes with us, right? I'm not just gonna big up anybody that I don't know, but you have to wonder why. Like, obviously you know them if you're bigging them up, and obviously there's some sort of connection there, and you just have to wonder
That's a good point.
what's going on. That's what I'm saying, right? Like, we're not just gonna go up and be like, oh, shout out to this person I don't even know, and like, what? No, you're not gonna do that, especially if you make a statement on your platform beforehand that you don't want to put anybody down, but it's odd that you want to put certain people up. So that, that's kind of my thoughts on that. But again, some people are just ignorant, and some people do just need to like get more information before making these grandiose statements. And I don't necessarily think we should attack anybody, but we also should just like check them, be like, hey, this is what it is, and we should wonder why and ask questions as to why, when our faces, our names are all over this everywhere you go, why we're not the ones being credited. Why is that? And why are other people being credited that continue to do things that are ineffective and just copy moves that we do?
Bro, real quick, even with the haircut, bro, I interviewed Will Rollins.
There's only one person who's seen the haircut. There's only one person besides Air.
Who's a better source for haircut information?
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, some of these other people or Will Rollins. Like,
somebody actually been there, who's actually been on red carpets before.
Crazy, bro. Crazy, man.
Somebody you can actually have a face-to-face interview with. Anyways, I know that's my piece on it, and I don't mean to like be so offensive or aggressive, but it's just like we've been at this for a year of this nonsense happening, and when it continues to happen, we can't just sit idly by. And this is how I react, because these are my guys, these are my people. And as much as they say that I put work in, I know that they've duly put in as much work, if not more, than I have. And you know how like a constellation is connected and they connect all the dots with the lines, like they are the other dots, and we fill in the lines together with the work that we do. And that's what makes the constellation go in the syndicate, in the cool table. So like when you see a group of stars and someone's calling Orion's belt the Big Dipper, you could be like, bro, come on. I mean, that's clearly Orion's belt, right? I mean, fuck, like that's kind of like what we're doing. And we're wearing the belt. So, you know, make sure you're giving credit to where it's due. And why put on for these other people? That's just the question we want to ask. And why decline talks with us? Just weird. It's just weird. If it's all about clout, then that makes sense. But if it's about messaging and other stuff, then it's a whole nother conversation. But we're going to continue what we're going to continue to do, which is tomorrow, cartoons and cereal 10.
Oh man, that's gonna be crazy, bro. That's gonna be crazy.
Thing. It's not the 10th one. I think it's like the 29th one. But it's the 10th thing that we're watching.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the 10th
right?
thing.
That's what I'm saying. 29 cartoons and serials, bro. Right. Driving all that Netflix engagement.
I'm lucky I keep count every time. I probably miss count. It might be 30.
That's what I'm saying, bro. But it's other people, bro. Scott Stuber. Yeah, look. Okay. When they was covering that Scott Stuber made them statements about a certain section of the fandom, it wasn't a good time to bring us up then either.
I mean,
right? Like, this is crazy, bro. Like, just kind of thinking about this shit in hindsight, it's really wild, man. It's really wild.
Well, who's the one person who's been interviewed on behalf of the Cell movement too, on a major publication?
Look, hey man.
I just asking questions. So right? There's a little something if you want to play it out to get people hyped for tomorrow. So they come back tomorrow morning to watch cartoons and cereal. By the way, at the very bottom.
I'm about to play that. I wanted to ask Leon if he wanted to chime in one more time.
Oh,
because I swear he brought up a point, man.
I see that face looking down the thought,
and then I forgot it, and then I got it again when I did like this, and then I forgot it a second time. So, but man, do you have anything else that you wanted to add, Leon? After Austin just cooked.
You got me thinking about what I said, so I can say it again, but I don't even know what I said. I just know we all cooking right now. I think just to sum it up, just everybody just stay focused, man, and you got the point?
Yes.
Okay, say it.
All right. So he was speaking earlier about like, oh man, I lost it again. No, I'm just joking. I'm joking. Now look, he was speaking earlier about this whole like NDAs and just say it or don't say a thing, right? I want to say this. It's so much shit that the late great rest in peace. Like, it's so much shit that man told me that I have not told you guys. 100%. But it's a whole lot of stuff that he shared with you guys that have all come true. Right?
It's crazy.
Like, it's all come true.
Like a Wild West, just like pew, pew,
all
pew,
of
pew,
it.
Pew, pew.
All like just thing after thing after thing.
Dude.
And then so for anybody trying to hop on and try to act like they know something that I don't know, and I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm keeping this shit a buck. If anybody out there trying to act like they know more about this damn cell movement and what's gonna happen, then what?
You know something I don't know. I got something to tell you. That song came in my head.
Folks said that I was a tell, yeah. But anyway, look. Not the same motherfucker asking me for no, and I'm yelling, I can't help. Yeah. Hey, but anyway, hey, can we get tickets to the next show? Hell no. You for real? Hey, now that I'm a flock, hey, I'm going to tell you my whole shit, bro. But anyway, I'm just saying, like, that's real talk. So if anybody trying to act like they know more than me, like, I know I'm not. Nah, I'm just not going for it. I'm not going for it.
Exactly.
So, you're gonna have to prove that to me. You're gonna have to show me, bro. I'm from the show me state right now. You're gonna have to show me something. 100%. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just can't be doing all this talking, bro. And then, like, and once again, Austin, I don't know if you heard earlier, but I said it, and it would be crazy if I had reached out and tried to have a conversation, right? like, bro, what if that happened? Like, just think about that. Like, what would that mean for this entire situation?
I know, man. That's why it kind of redefines it, right? It's not like
right.
It's different if like you were like, well, if you wanna talk, I'm here. But if you had reached out and actually asked to have a conversation beforehand, and they declined, yeah, that would definitely change a lot of things. And it makes a lot of sense, dude. It makes a lot of sense. Who wants to have a conversation with a person who actually started it and will actually tell the truth about everything that's going on? And who wants to do that, dude? Who wants to do that? Let's have someone who has a script and you know what they're gonna say. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Or actually, you don't know what they're gonna say because they was bashing the movement, and then now they're trying to use the hashtags. But I don't know. Mama Bear said Nelly is worth another toonie, right? Oh, hey, nah, that song, man.
Hey, shout out. Thanks for the Canadian.
If you want to go and get around me in the back of the Benzie, oh, I do, I feel this. That's crazy. That's crazy. Thank you, Mama Bear, for the support. It's always love. Always love. And let me hit you with this drop real quick.
Good stuff. Real quick, Zack. Shout out. Last question is, I want to ask you not about the legalities or like the probabilities or anything like that, but can you just speak to the resolve of your fan base that now that we're trying to get this thing sold to a third party?
The fan base has consistently been amazing and consistently, look, regardless of what I think, the fan base has their own ideas and they seem to win.
Hey, why not talk to that guy, right? That's crazy. Why not talk to that guy?
Was he smoking a blunt?
Right? Sin Havoc says, what it means is that they didn't want to have the conversation with you, Sky. That's exactly what it means. Hey, it's all good though, right? But nah, we definitely do forge ahead, 100%. But yeah, look, I want to thank the homies for pulling up to this panel and, for sharing their time and thoughts and energy here. Austin, the homie Leon, also Peely Swain as well. You guys are all amazing and y'all really helped this stream kind of go well because I don't know what I was gonna be on tonight, y'all, but look, I just want to say that going forward, before I play this video, as we head on out, look, I've continuously said that it does not matter what like form this whole thing came in. Right. I have said, it don't matter if this thing went to Amazon. I said it didn't matter if it went to Tubi. I've never cared about where this thing ends up. And I also said it's on stream, and I've said it multiple times. I didn't care if this thing ended up back at WBD.
Right.
Right? I've said that multiple times. I'm like, yo, I don't care if it ends up back at WBD. Like, I really just do not care as long as we get a conclusion to this thing. That's been my take from the very beginning, from day one. Right? So this is not a thing where I'm like averse to or allergic to this thing going back to WBD, right? And us getting it complete there, because that's not what's most important at the end of the day. What is most important at the end of the day is that the world gets to get closure and catharsis with these films, and that Zack gets that the right thing happens, yo. It's important that the right thing happens.
Right.
That's important, right? That's what's most important about this entire situation, right? So, it doesn't matter where this thing ends up at, as long as we get the conclusion that we all deserve. That is what I am most pushing for at the end of the day. But I will say that when I am hearing things like to the contrary, and I'm seeing moves being made by people that, you know, have been like covering what we've been doing, and then, you know, trying to align themselves with our fandom, right? And then on the other hand, I see that, you know, when we're gonna name names, it's people that's been in opposition to what we've been doing, right? And we're saying, hey, you know, let's you know, like hit them up and go to them for information, right? About whatever, like even you know, this Netflix stuff, DC stuff, Ayer cut stuff, right? Like, it don't matter how you want to slice it. This campaign has been at the center of everything that's been going on this whole past year, right? So anybody trying to dance around that, you know, I would just much rather you name nobody's name.
Right. Yeah.
If you're gonna do that, I would much rather you just don't name anybody. Just say, hey, it was just some fans. You know what I'm saying? It was, hey, the movement. It was whatever.
Zack Snyder's Soul Movement.
Zack Snyder's Soul Movement. There you go. ZSSM. Right. But
that's simple. The reason, and then you're probably gonna say why, is like, it doesn't matter if it goes back to WBD, but like the reason why we're moving engagement away is because of all the tactics that we know that they pull. Like, Scott, who was the guy? Casey Bloys just got called out for doing that. Working for Warner.
Bruh, James Gunn just got called out by Nicole Perlman in a book. It's like, bro, they literally got people over there in their executive branch that have been outed for using bots to attack fans, bro. Like, what are we talking about?
Nothing positive has been done when we engage with WBD, so that's why
for years, bro. You think they don't know what we want?
Right, they know clearly what we want, and when we move things to Netflix, only positive things have happened, only progression has happened, and only good times have happened since then. Like, they literally listen to everything that we do and they act accordingly. They don't like make bluffs. They don't dangle carrots in front of us. They don't have to do things through a third party. Are we talking about fucking surveys, dude? No, like, we don't need to talk. Netflix is coming out and saying the more Zack Snyder we have, the better. The head of freaking Netflix film. Like, what are we talking about? And they literally made a comic book off of this dude's IP.
Bro, like, crazy, bro. They giving this dude Liquid Death commercials, bro.
Right. And
his own water brands, bro. So, he putting his son on, his son eating.
And are you about Zack Snyder? And that's the thing. Like, are you really about Zack Snyder? Or are you just about like DC? Because we're about both, and we're about Zack Snyder first and foremost because he is our guy, as you were saying before. Like, and it's kind of the essence. We don't actually believe Zack Snyder is our friend. We're not delusional people.
Hey,
it's the same thing as if like Jesus
Zack's
is
my guy.
Jesus is my homie, right? Like that's
Zack.
how I feel when I say that. Like Zack Snyder is my guy, because he
Hey.
understands. He understands what we like and what type of people we are, and we can understand him because he's a true guy. He's a real dude. He doesn't show up fake. Sky's met him how many different times? Was he the same person every time you met him, bro?
Bro, Zack is so dope, bro. Like, and he would totally get, bro. He would totally get along with the entire cool table, bro.
I've completely believe that.
Facts, 100%.
Completely believe that.
100%, bro.
I'd be the first person to try to make him laugh. You know what I'm saying? He'd be like, "Yo, Austin, shut up." I'm like, all right, man, I'm sorry. Like that. No, that's exactly what would happen, dude. But and that's what I mean. Zack is at Netflix. That's why we moved our engagement there, and it's been very fruitious for us, and it's been nothing but positive for us, and nothing but good things have happened since we've done that. So yes, it doesn't matter if it goes back to WBD, but we're not having that conversation right now because I'm doing nothing but dragging their feet. It's even been told to us right now that they're holding on to Zack Snyder's Justice League for what? Like, you're not doing anything else with it. You're not going to do anything with the universe and trying to continue that on. So why are you holding on to it? It's just because they're playing games with the fandom. So that's why we're not having our engagement there. Just wanted to back you up. Like, yes, it doesn't matter if it goes back there, but we're not engaging with them now.
Facts, and that's what it's always been from day one, right? So shout out to the homie Castello's Way with the $5 super chat saying when the conquest is concluded, you as our leader will get your due credit in a Netflix documentary. Best FU ever. You gotta go to sleep. Sell is the way. Shouts out to the homie Castello's Way, yo. Nah, man, we just gonna keep moving forward. And I was actually about to touch on that before we get on out of here, but let me go ahead and hit you with this drop real quick, bro.
For The Dark Knight Returns, but I don't know if Netflix finally has it and you could hypothetically continue. Would you be open to it?
If Netflix had owned the rights to the DC characters in my extended universe, of course, I would absolutely whatever. Yeah, no question.
Fans will be very happy.
Yeah,
I will be very happy. And about
no question, right? No question, right? Yeah. Shouts out to all y'all. We got Sin Havoc. We got Nessa Noel on her way out. To thank you for being here. Hashtag Nessa was right.
Nessa was right.
Right. Facts. She absolutely was. Right. But also look, just know y'all that we ain't letting this get to us, man. We about to be doing the same things that we've been doing, driving engagement to Netflix, letting them know that Zack Snyder has a sizable fan base that is ready to engage with these projects if they're able to facilitate that for us. Tomorrow, I'll probably be doubling up on the streams because we got cartoons and cereal in the morning. And I will also be streaming later in the afternoon because I got to touch on all this Rebel Moon stuff because it's just been way too much news dropping, way too much support, and we got to make sure that we are continuing to let people know that y'all should still be watching this film because there's definitely still more stuff to dissect, and I'm gonna have more to talk about tomorrow night as well. So be on the lookout for that. You guys also completed the conquest. So let me hit y'all with this drop real quick. Thank y'all for finishing the job and getting the 50 likes. And so let's tap in with the homie Desaad.
You still owe the Great One 50,000 more worlds. He will hear your plea. when you pay your debt.
Yo, I actually asked my mom earlier. That is her favorite character. Decide. That's crazy that a movie starring like all these different superheroes and stuff that Decide could be her favorite character. That's actually pretty funny.
That is
But
funny, dude. That's a mom
bruh,
would like that. That's funny.
she always quoting him, bro. Her favorite part is the have you completed the conquest? And he was like, no. He was like, then why did you summon me? Right? Like, right. Fact. So we're gonna keep this thing going, man. We're gonna keep this foot on the gas, engaging with Netflix, talking about Rebel Moon, driving eyeballs to the platform, pushing for engagement, and everybody else can do what they want to do, right? But once things get so big that it comes across my desk, then I gotta weigh in on it. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. And with all this stolen valor out here, bro, I had to come rocking the camo, you know, because there's a whole lot of camo going on right now. You know what I'm saying? Camo background, right? Hey,
I like it.
They don't know, bro. If I sit still, you can't see where my chest in at, right? Like real talk. Like, look, that's wild, right? Hey.
When it was just you on the stream earlier, I was like, oh dang, that looks kind of fire.
Yep. Real talk. But yeah, I want to thank you guys for showing up. Austin has a little treat that he has curated for you guys, so we'll go ahead and share that before we get on out of here. And y'all have a nice evening. So
come back tomorrow morning.
We're gonna catch y'all next time. Peace.
Peace.
This is the hardest thing I've ever had to say. I'm guilty. We're guilty of the sin of hubris. We had the best of intentions to be Earth's guardians, to keep you safe, but we failed you. We looked down on the world from our tower in the sky and let our power and responsibilities separate us from the very people we were supposed to protect. No one should ever be afraid of us. For that reason, we're decommissioning the watchtower. The energy weapon up there is already gone. We're taking down the station as well. There's more. We want to thank the members of the Justice League for your courageous service. But in the future, you'll all have to act as independent agents. We're not going to be an army anymore. As of right now, we're disbanding the Justice League. This is the end.
Says who? You remember what we did yesterday? We saved the world again. You don't think that has any value? Well, think again, pal. The Justice League goes on, with or without you. Look, nobody can question your service or commitment to making things better. If you're quitting because you think you've already done your fair share, fine. We'll throw you a parade. But if you're quitting because it's easier than continuing the fight, then you're not the heroes we all thought you were. The world needs the Justice League, and the Justice League needs you, Superman.
Okay, but there are going to have to be some changes.
Then why do you go on? Why does anyone? Why don't I just destroy you and everything else right now? All it would take is a single thought.
No! If you do that, you won't see the end of it.
The end of what? The evolutionary process.
You, of all beings, should know something about that.
Yes, I know. That's why Professor Ivo made me. These past months, I have amassed so much knowledge, and yet I remain confused. Empty.
What am I evolving into? What is my purpose? I must know. Tell me.
There's no way to tell.
That's why I stay in the game. My purpose, if you will, is to see where it's all going.
darkness.
We create our own purpose. Now go create yours.
Price. Day you drink, day you fry, chili, including our new junior bacon cheeseburger. Delicious food that leaves change in your pocket. What do you have to know to get a seat around here? Come drive it.
Quis custodiet ipsos custodies.
Who guards the Guardians? We got it covered.